late start time. Again, I could not start this game until the game between the Colts and the Bears that got Heidi'd on us ended. So I couldn't do that until that happened, so my apologies. But now we are officially live. Let me just adjust the score bug really, really quickly. You can see also, I moved my camera over just a bit, so you can see behind me is now nothing but Cowboys and Seahawks helmets. Again, this set is extremely versatile, as the first pass is incomplete. Intended target on that one looked like it was the tight end Peyton Hendershot. So 2nd and 10 coming up. All right, let me just reset everything. Again, we had a huge gifting spree last time. I don't know what the heck happened the last time. But you guys really, really stepped up and did something amazing. So thank you so much for all that. We got 3 more hours left. It's been a long day. 8 quarters of football preseason. And we got 4 more left in this one. All right, 2nd and 10. Into the flat. Ball is caught down to the 26-yard line on that one. All right. Let me just get something set up really quickly, and then we'll be good to go. All right. And for all the members that just joined us, because we got so many new members, thank you so much again. For becoming a member, you get the emojis, you get early access to, or not early access to, you get the Q&A stream. You also get green text. Back shoulder throw, caught, pass interference on the play, doesn't matter, down to the 40-yard line. A beautiful catch there, coming courtesy of Jalen Tolbert, the former South Alabama wideout, entering his 2nd season in the league. Had high hopes for him coming out of college. Pass interference on the defense, declined, moving up to the 40-yard line. All right, pretend you're a prosecutor and pretend that you are preaching to the court about why McCarthy should not be the coach of the Cowboys. All right, so may it please the court. My name is Jared Gar9, and I am here to talk to you about why Mike McCarthy should not be the coach of the Dallas Cowboys. As that handoff goes for a gain of 5, Rico Dowdle on the run there. So 2nd 5 and 35. So, why should not coach the Cowboys? Dumb decision after dumb decision. He's the worst in-game manager of all time. Exhibit A, 2021 Monday Night Football against the Eagles. His timeout management there. Exhibit B, his timeout management in 2021 against the Patriots. Exhibit C, 2020 game against Washington. Exhibit D, playing Ezekiel Elliott at center. 2nd and 4 coming up. Bit of a duck, incomplete pass, but there is pass interference, so 2 penalties on the Seahawks this drive, pass interference on both of them. That one going against Trey Brown. So that'll move him into the red zone. Stream this game as a JG9. I am streaming this as a JG9. As we do for all our streams. We are JG9 for this one. Another saying no pass interference, the ball was tipped. So once the ball is tipped, PI cannot happen, and it was tipped. That's a good pickup of the flag. A good pickup of the flag. The reason that it was a duck in the first place was because the ball got tipped by Boye Mafe. So 3rd and 5 coming up. Let me just move the camera down just a bit. There we go. That should be a lot better. All right, 3rd and 5 with 8:48 left. Cooper Rush, going to step up, going to try and avoid the sack. He cannot. Down at the 45 he goes, and that gets him out of field goal range. That gets him out of field goal range. And celebrating on that one is Jerron Reed, I should say. Jerron Reed. Loss of 10, gets him out of field goal range. 4th and 15 coming up. I love how Gridiron Heights show McCarthy as a puppet on strings. It's not bad. We'll go live on JG7 or 8, maybe. Might do it at some point. I have to figure out how to do it on that channel versus other channels, but just tough because with this studio, it's tough to do college setup or baseball setup. It's not really the same, but yeah. Is Bobby Wagner a Hall of Famer? Yes. One of the best linebackers of the 2010s besides Kuechly. And that punt is fair caught at the 4. I think at that point you just let it bounce. Anything past the 5, just let it bounce and let the Gunners do the work. But that punt fair caught at the 4 by JSN, their first round pick from Ohio State. And the Seahawks have the ball their own 4-yard line. What's the story on the Colts lasso? So, let me answer that. I'm actually going to get a quick sip of water really quickly. So hang on, because my bottle ran out. So let me just get a water. I'll be right back. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just getting a new bottle of water. Don't worry. I'm coming right back. For those who are looking at it on the screen, don't worry. I'm just getting a bottle of water. Stretching my legs. Don't worry. I'm getting a bottle of water. So I'm right here. And we are good to go. So the story behind the Colts lasso, as I am back. I'm legally allowed to show the game. About time we got one of those. All right. I didn't make it with green screens. They look awkward to me. All right. So the story behind the lasso. I did a video. And it was about the Colts Titans game from 1999. Pick 6, by the way, for the Raiders game. There was a flag on the play, so we'll see if it stands. But I did a video on the Colts Titans game from 1999, and what happened was that the Colts decided to do a celebration of sorts. They tried to allow their fans to do a celebration of sorts. So the first thing that came up was the Colts can. The Colts can. And I'm like, and that was pretty popular. Basically what would happen is you have cans filled with popcorn kernels, and you shake them, and you make a lot of noise that way. Problem is, if the NFL said no, you can't do that because of the you can throw cans, you can use them as missiles and projectiles, so you can't do that. So you gotta come up with something else. So they came up with the Colts lasso, which is basically you lasso like you're a cowboy and you yell yeehaw or Yahoo. I forget which one, but it's such a bad idea, and no one did it, and it obviously didn't last. It was from the Legion of Boom Hall of Famer, Sherman. Earl Thomas, maybe, but... It's really just the way his stint ended was kind of sour, but he probably gets sent eventually. Richard Sherman, absolutely, first ballot. Yeah, it is a classic. All right, rank the 4 championship teams. From the Eagles. Let me think about that one. About this one. It's Geno Smith back under center. He's getting the start today. In the flat, no gain there. Passer goes to Zach Charbonnet, the second-round pick out of UCLA. Second and 10 coming up. So rank the championship. Let me just get this in. Rank the teams that won. So you're looking at 48, 49, 60, and 17. I would probably say, as we have an injured Cowboy on the field, that is not good. Injured man looks to be DeMarvion Overshown, who actually played very well last week against the Jaguars. Made a very good debut, the third-round pick out of Texas. Cam Chancellor, yeah, Hall of very good, I think. Zach Martin, Hall of Famer, yes. So, ranking the teams, I'd probably say 49, 67... No, 60. I go 61. 60... 49, 17, 48. That'd be my pick. Yeah, 60's one. Who'd win, Lasso and Bortles? Lasso and Bortles, or Caillou and Minshew? All right. So it's really at that point, I could just have to make Caillou cry. So I'll take my side. A Colts AFC finalist bet would be funny, but I'm not sure it'd be legible. But it would be pretty funny. How come with the membership tier names? Just players that I like on the Jaguars. So David Garrard, and I didn't do Jimmy Smith only because Smith is a pretty common last name. But Jimmy Smith, I didn't do. So we have, Jared Postman passed. So David Garrard, Keenan McCardle, Maurice Jones-Drew, Fred Taylor, Mark Brunell, and then Tony Baselli. Yeah, Chancellor didn't play long enough. I don't think he has the resume for length in terms of, like, for what he did. Like, he wasn't like a Kenny Easley type, short career, but he deserved it. Prediction for a coach with the most double decision appearances. I'm going to say Arthur Smith seems like a pretty safe bet. Smith or McCarthy seem like pretty safe bets. Arthur Smith, clock management skills are absolutely terrible. You saw it last year if you paid attention to the Falcons. He's so in over his head, it's not even funny. You're seeing that. In terms of Cowboys autograph helmets and Seahawks autograph helmets, I know some people are asking about that before. I do have Thomas Rawls here. I have Leroy Jordan somewhere around here as well. That's Amari Cooper. That one's Amari Cooper. Right behind me is Amari Cooper. Also, Seahawks helmet. As we are talking about the throwbacks, I do have to hang this bad boy up in my studio at some point. We are doing that in a few weeks. Just waiting for a few more stuff to come in. But we do have autographed Kenny Easley, one of the greatest safeties of all time, autographed full-size helmet. Will be hanging up in my studio at some point. I do have a Matt Hasselbeck autographed jersey that is hanging. Amari Cooper Cowboys jersey I have to hang as well. Let's figure out where all this is going because I got some pretty good deals. So we got some more stuff coming in for the studio. All right, we have a back in the action Bobo with the play there. Jake Bobo, the undrafted receiver out of UCLA, formerly played at Duke. They were at the 4-yard line, and nice play of Bobo gets to a first down. It wasn't. It was 35. Oh, yeah, 35. That is overshown. That is overshown. That's 35. First and 10 at the 33-yard line. Marshall Lynch Hall of Fame? No way. Hand off. Oh, he's got some room to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, out of bounds and 40. No, he stays on his feet, and now he goes out of bounds to the 36-yard line. Zach Charbonnet down to the 36-yard line. About a 45-yard run or so. First down for the Seahawks in Dallas territory. What a run by the UCLA running back. Again, a big draft pick that they had. The UCLA runner had 1,359 rushing yards last year, 14 rushing touchdowns, led the Pac-12 in rushing yards, second in the conference in rushing touchdowns. Jordan from the second shot. That makes sense. I don't know why it's like that, but that's bizarre. Yeah, Lynch, I don't think he's going to be in the Hall. Handoff gain of 1 that time. It goes to DJ Dallas for Miami running back. Richard Sherman, first ballot. Richard Sherman's first ballot. Best corner of the 2010s. He's first ballot. Joseph M. has now become a member. Welcome to the Garrard tier. Welcome to the club. Joseph, as a member in that tier, you get once a month. We're going to have a live Q&A stream exclusive to members only. We're going to have, you get your green text, you get your loyalty badge, you get your name at the end of each video and during each stream. Thank you so much. Out route gain of about 3. Thank you, Joseph. Welcome to the club. You get the loyalty badge, you get the green text, you get the Q&A streams. Once a month exclusive. And you get the custom emojis. And we've got quite a few. We are 23 away from a new emoji, which is, I don't think we're going to hit that tonight, but just the fact we made this far is insane. All right, 3rd and 6. Gino feels the pressure, and down he goes. Down he goes. Out of field goal range 2. Brought down on the play. Didn't sense the pressure coming. And credit that one to number 54, Sam Williams, the team's 2nd-round pick last year out of Ole Miss. Had 4 sacks last year. Looking to have a breakout year this year. Welcome to the Garrard tier, Joseph M. Thank you so much. 4th and 10 coming up. They are going to try the field goal from about the 38-yard line. 55-yard attempt. Jason Myers, former Jaguar. We know we can hit these. The kick is up. It is long enough. It is straight enough. It is good. Jason Myers with a cannon of a leg. And he shows why there as the Seahawks, with 4:19 left, lead 3-0. Yeah, so 4:19 left. Jason Myers hit a 59-yard field goal with the Jaguars back in 2015 in Week 2 against the Miami Dolphins. Cannon of a leg hit a game winner from 50-plus yards against Baltimore that same season. So he's got one of the strongest legs in football. You can see why they're a great, great kick. Why the Jets ever let him go, I have no clue. Especially because he made the Pro Bowl that year with them. Yeah, I don't think Marshawn's getting in. There's such a logjam at running back, and I don't think he did it long enough. I don't think he's getting in. Any college football games will be live streaming? Not anytime soon. Maybe down the road, but not anytime soon. Why the Jags cut Myers? Oh, because he was terrible with us. That's why they cut him. They cut Myers because he couldn't hit a kick to save his life in 2017. He was so bad against the Rams. We had to cut him. We had to cut our losses. He was so inconsistent. He was so shaky. Can't have a leg, but so shaky, so inaccurate. Missed extra points all the time. Just found his footing elsewhere, which is fine because we got Josh Lambo out of it. We got Josh Lambo. It worked out for both sides. More impressive, 55-yarder or a double doink? I mean, I don't think double doink is tough to do. Double doink, I'll put it this way. Give a kicker 10 tries from 55, he'll hit. Give a kicker 10 tries to do what Cody Parkey did and intentionally try to double doink it. He won't do it. There's no chance he's going to do it. There's no chance. They're like Aldrich Rosas. I thought he was fine. He wasn't great, but he was fine. I mean, for what he was 2020, we just needed anyone that could kick a field goal because we had truly no one. We were auditioning kickers every single week. Literally, we had 5 kickers in 5 weeks. It was bad. It was very, very bad. So we needed a kicker, and Rose was pretty reliable, all things considered. Be points award for winning doink. No, there should not, but that would be funny. Russell Wilson Hall of Fame. I thought he was going to make it, but his decline was so steep. I thought like two or three more years he's going to make it, but his decline was so steep he's got no shot. He's got no shot at making it anymore. Unless he really turns things around. As Ben DiNucci's coming in now for the Broncos. I know Perno's going to love that. He really should be the guy in Denver over Stidham at the number 2. I don't see why he shouldn't be. Kickoff is fielded in the end zone, bobbled, and taken out of the end zone to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, and down it goes as a rough rep for the return man there. Rough rep from the play for Deuce Vaughn, the Kansas State running back. Obviously not in any danger of making the roster or whatnot, but like you bobble the ball like that on a kickoff in the end zone, you decide to take it out, you don't make it to the 20? Yeah, that's not good. That's not good. Either way, 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line. Dallas, Cooper Rush under center for the team. 1 point for a doink. If you call it, it should be you have to call it. That's what it should be. You have to call bank. If you call it, you should be able to do it. It's like the island shot when you play beer pong. Screen pass, gain of 6 on that one. Catch on the play made by Kevontae Turpin, the former USFL standout, the great kick return man. Maybe the best return man in football last year, although I would argue Agnew. But Turpin was up there. Either 1 or 2, depending on how you want to look at it. Turpin, they did mention that he was trying to play more receiver this year. And we're seeing there. If you spike the ball into the ground every play, your rating would be 39.6. It would be that emoji. Speaking of which, 23 emojis away from the next one. We do have the Colts Lasso in there. Is the decision not to give the ball to Marshawn the dumbest in Super Bowl history? It is up there. I was never a fan of it. Batted down on the play. Nice bat down there. 3rd and 4 coming up. And you credit that bat down linebacker having a great game. Boye Mafe, the team's 2nd-round pick last year. He is balling right now. Absolutely balling. He's made a couple of nice plays. I think that's the 2nd ball he's tipped. Because he tipped one on the last drive where they waved off the PI. And when he tipped that one, he is just blowing by his assignment. That time, Matt Walzetsko. Welcome back, Golden Steel. Welcome back. Russell Wilson, I don't know. I mean, he wasn't good in 2021 either, or the second half of 2020. He did not look sharp in the preseason either. Slant route caught at the 35, down at the 40-yard line. Nice, easy completion. Again, a 14 yards catch on the play made by Jalen Tolbert. Another grab for the South Alabama man. Marlins are down 3-1 going into the 7th. Not that I'm complaining about that. Not that I'm complaining. Just seen the D-backs to sweep the Padres today. It'd be 3 out of 4 against them. It would be a good week for the D-backs. I mean, it'd be nice. It'd be very, very nice. It's won 2 out of 3 in the last series against the Padres. Won 2 out of 3 in the last series against the Giants. Not against the Giants. It's a 48-yard line. I mean, I've lost track at this point how many games we played. It's a 48-yard line. I don't think they let you go 99 cents a month. I think the lowest you can go if you want is lowest you can go, I think, is $1.99 a month. I think that's the lowest you can go. 2nd and 3 coming up. We're getting a 7 there. About 2 minutes left in the first quarter. The 9th of 12 quarters we are calling today as part of this triple header. Handoff up the middle. First down and then some down to the 46-yard line of Seattle. Nice hard running there by Malik Davis, the undrafted man out of Florida in his second year. No, I'm only watching. I have 4 monitors, so I'm only watching the football games right now. Oh, they can. You can do 99 cents. You can only do 6 tiers. Otherwise, it would have a cheap tier like that. But you can only do 6. The highest you can go theoretically is $4.99.99. Your Meyer tier is that free. The Your Meyer tier is you pay me money and I come to your house and grind on your significant other and kick whoever you want me to kick. Run goes for 2 yards, stuffed on the play by Miles Adams. So 2nd and 9 at the 45-yard line. Yeah, the lowest is definitely 99 cents because that's the lowest that you could donate in a super chat. Yeah, Russell, also, it's not one bad season. It's a decline that I don't think it's going to change. But Denver's decision in a Super Bowl, I mean, that's up there. That's definitely up there. Handoff down to the 40-yard line. Got 3rd and 4 coming up after another run by Malik Davis. It's an interesting battle in Dallas in terms of who is going to be the backup running back behind Tony Pollard. Obviously, Pollard's your one. He's great. They got Malik Davis, you got Ronald Jones, you got Deuce Vaughn. You figure those are going to be the 4 running backs on the roster. In what order will they go? Jones, Davis, Pollard, or Jones, Davis, Vaughn. Who do you think is going to be the number 4? Imagine paying $500 a month. Like I would throw that tier in there if I could have unlimited tiers. Just make it absurd. But no, I don't expect anyone to do that. That ball hit the ground. That ball absolutely hit the ground. That is not a catch by Tolbert. Good effort going to the ground, but it's going to be 4th and 4 coming up. Yeah, I think that ball hit the... Oh, no, they are saying catch, but I think now the Seahawks are challenging. I think that ball hit the ground. Seahawks are going to challenge. I hate that you're challenging preseason, but I get it. It looked on first glance like that ball hit the ground, but let's see the reverse angle. Let's see this. Tony Pollard is playing on the tag. Tony Pollard is playing on the tag. Phone is charged. That is awesome. That is awesome. All right, let's see a replay here. No, I don't want to see a NFL promoting something. No, I want to see a replay. Seahawks broadcast. I want to see a replay. I don't want to see Coach Carroll look at. I want to see a replay. Yeah, new emoji. The Colts lasso. What is the Seahawks broadcast doing? No, I don't want to see a minute-long shot of Pete Carroll talking to a referee. I don't want to see that. I want to see a replay of the play that is being challenged. Greatest Cowboy down the Hall of Fame, probably either Cliff Harris or Harvey Martin. One of those two. Could you get a pass rating of 39.6? Yeah, I mean, his arm is so weak, he'd probably just thrown it to the ground automatically. Let's see. Okay, finally a replay. Let's see that ball. That is... I don't think there's enough to overturn it. I don't think there's enough to overturn it. I don't think there's enough to overturn that. My first gut was no catch. They ruled it a catch. All right, let's put it in the chat. Let's put it in the chat. Let's put it up to you guys. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's just see what the heck happens. You guys make the call. IBM, you make the call. What do you think? Oh, Cliff Harris, he was part of that 7-10 class. Oh, yep. Then it's Martin. It's Martin. Seahawks crew's the most bias I've ever heard. Yeah, I mean, local broadcasts are always biased. Lions one's pretty good today. Cowboys won. If you think the Seahawks crew is biased, wait until the Cowboys won. If you hear the Cowboys broadcast. All right, 71% of you think it's a catch. And 71% of you are wrong. It is an incomplete pass. It is an incomplete pass. I thought it was incomplete at first. All right, my gut instinct was right. So the challenge is successful. Seahawks don't lose a timeout. 4th and 4. They're in kind of no man's land. Be a long field goal from here from Brandon Aubrey, the USFL kicker. Great kicker in the USFL. So they're going to go for it. 4th and 4 at the 40-yard line. Yep, no catch. No catch. I would say also Don Perkins is probably the best Cowboy now in the Hall of Fame if I have to pick an offensive player. Garota's up there as well. 4th and 4. Cooper Rush as they rush 4. Fires. Comeback route. Caught. First down at the 40-yard line. And that will take us to the end of the quarter. Catch on the play made from Jalen Brooks, the 7th-round pick out of South Carolina. A very, very good receiver for the Gamecocks over there. 33 catches, 504 yards this past season. After just 25 catches the first 2 years, he really broke out this year with the Gamecocks. Shows up by the Cowboys, and that's the end of the quarter. 1st and 10 at the about the 30-yard line when we come back. And there's our first spot of the night. There we go. Cowboys beat the Niners. I think the Cowboys win. Okay, so here's the thing. The Cowboys beat the Niners. Here's what I think happens. Not only do I think the Cowboys win the Super Bowl, I think Danny White then has a very legitimate Hall of Fame case. Take Danny White's resume. Now add Super Bowl champion and Super Bowl MVP to that. What happens? Holmgren or Carroll, who makes the Hall of Fame? Oh, Holmgren. More Super Bowl appearances, did it with 2 teams. I'm not sure Carroll ever gets in. Holmgren's going to make it. Holmgren will make it eventually. Worst coach to make the Super Bowl besides Bill Callahan. And I don't remember any bots during the XFL games. What happened? There's more interest in NFL games than XFL games. That's what it comes down to. The bots aren't really active for XFL because you got other games to worry about, like in other sports like NBA and NHL. XFL and NFL, not so much. Yeah, that's why. All right. So, worst coach besides Callahan, because he's obviously the worst. Switzer is up there. I think Malavasi might be the worst. Ray Malavasi might be the worst. So at least Switzer won it all. At least Switzer won it. Yeah, Holmgren did not make the cut. Usually coaches, it takes a while. It takes a while if you're not there. Like Shanahan should be in, Holmgren should be in. Usually it just takes a bit. The Dallas QBs that started 2 or more seasons. Ooh. Okay, so who are we looking at? We're looking at Meredith. We're looking at Staubach. We're looking at White. We're looking at Aikman. We're looking at Quincy Carter, technically. Worst quarterback during the season, Dilfer. I mean, that team went 2 months without scoring a touchdown on offense. It's Dilfer. Okay, so looking at Meredith, Staubach, White, Aikman. We're looking at Romo, Bledsoe, Prescott. Right, those are the 7. We're not looking at... if Quincy Carr started 2 seasons, it's the primary starter, he's 8th, obviously. He's dead last. All right, so ranking the rest. Okay, so Staubach's clearly number 1. Staubach's 1. All right, first attempt, 32-yard. Let me think about this. Rush, hands it off up the middle, down to the 29-yard line. Ronald Jones, former Buccaneer, the former USC running back, gain of 3. Okay, so we're going to think Staubach is 1, Aikman 2, Meredith 3, White 4, Romo 5, Prescott 6, Bledsoe 7th, Carter 8th. I feel pretty good about that. Oh, Craig Morton. Yeah, Craig Morton. Oh, yeah, I forgot Craig Morton. All right, so I'd probably put him ahead of Bledsoe. So what, 7th? And then move Bledsoe down to 8th, and then 9th would be Carter. Why is Caillou an emoji? You know why. You know why. 3rd and 7. 12-29 after the drop pass. The Cowboys score hasn't changed the quarter. Oh, you're watching the Cowboys broadcast. Oh, goodness. Yeah, if you're watching the Cowboys broadcast, you're in for a treat. You're in for an absolute treat if you're watching the Cowboys broadcast. I've routinely said the Cowboys have the worst broadcast of any team, and it's not even close. You're going to witness down full displays. Rush fires. First down to the 18-yard line. Catch on the play made by Cavante Turpin, a second catch this drive. Again, the great return man. The Cowboys scoreboard got a lot of stuff wrong last game. My favorite was the announcer, the play-by-play man, routinely said that Trey Herndon made catches for the Jaguars. Like, twice or 3 times he said catch made by Trey Herndon. He's our cornerback. He's our cornerback. He's not on offense. And then he blamed it on different jersey numbers. He was like, oh, well 2 players wear the same jersey number. Handoff goes up the middle to the 15. It's like, well, 2 players wear the same number, so, yeah, it gets confusing. Herndon's number is 37. The guy that made the catch was 80-something. It was Jenkins, I think. I think it was 87, I think. Like, they're not the same number. Not even close. One starts with 3, the other starts with an 8. So you can't even blame it on that. All right, 2nd and 8. Handoff up the middle to the 11-yard line by Rico Dowdle. So 3rd and 5 coming up. I'm watching the broadcast on NFL Network, which is the Seahawks broadcast. If you're in Texas or you're watching... Yeah, if you're in Texas, you're watching the Cowboys broadcast. The Cowboys broadcast called Cooper Rush... No, they did not. No, they did not. One of them is white, the other is black. One of them is... I mean, Cooper Rush also plays for the Cowboys, so they probably didn't do that. There's no way. The sad part is that I would actually buy that. If you're telling the truth, I actually would buy that. Rush. Slant route. Caught. Down to the 8-yard line. Once again, Jalen Tolbert having a great game. You got a lot of receivers on the scene. Michael Gallup. Brandon Cooks on the Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb looking at the number 3 spot. Maybe Tolbert. He's fighting for a spot. There is no way. If they actually call them... Well, he plays for the Cowboys, so there's no way they did. There's no way they did. I'm assuming you're joking. No one would be that stupid to do that on the air. I'm assuming no one would do that. Yeah, you're just messing around. That's what I thought. That's what I thought. I mean, you get to 37 memberships. You can mess around however you want if you do that. You have to watch the Cowboys broadcast because live in Waco, 2 hours away from Dallas. Have fun. Have fun. Enjoy the worst broadcast of your life. 2nd and goal. Fires in the flat to the running back. And it's a touchdown. Rico Dowdle. Rico Suave. Cowboys take the lead. Ale, ale, ale. Rico Suave with the touchdown. Rico in the flat, wide open. 6-yard touchdown. Cooper Rush. Now, if Cooper Rush played for a team that's not named the Cowboys, because they don't know anyone on a team that's not named the Cowboys, different story. I might believe you there. I might believe you. Extra point attempt from Brandon Aubrey coming up. And Brandon Aubrey, USFL, very, very good kicker. Yeah, Bucks won by 7 against the Jets, although they did not look very good while doing it. Kicker for the Birmingham Stallions, the reigning champions, 2-time champions of the USFL. Called a lot of their games. Probably the best kicker in the league besides Aguilar, who I don't think got signed by a team, which I don't know why Luis Aguilar didn't get signed by a team, the Philadelphia kicker. But either way, 7-3, 11:30 left in the first half. Local ABC affiliate showing the Cardinals-Chiefs game. Ooh. I know my local NBC affiliate is doing Cardinals-Chiefs. I know that. And in terms of what's coming up, because we do have a lot of stuff coming up on the channel. Tomorrow, if the game happens, again, we don't know with the hurricane what is going to happen, but if the game happens, we are going to do the game between the Chargers and the Saints. Assuming it happens, I'm assuming I have a voice, because I will be talking for 9 straight hours. It is now nighttime here. Been a long, long night, but it's been fun. It's been fun. Thanks to you guys. So we're doing that, and on top of that, we'll be doing. Let me get the bot. A video coming out at 9 a.m. Eastern. 9 a.m. Eastern. Broadcasting controversy from the 60s. I wanted to get a video out today, but I couldn't. I was too exhausted, so couldn't do it. But we will have one coming out tomorrow, which will be good. Local broadcast for baseball. Ooh. Local broadcast for baseball. Cardinals are not very good. Cardinals are not very good. White Sox are also pretty meh. I mean, the Mets are the best. Mets, I will always take the Mets and that 3-man booth. I will always take them. They tell it like it is. They are a local broadcast booth that is not biased, which is amazing. It's really, really cool. Really, really cool to watch. The Mets broadcast team has phenomenal. Next week, something should be coming up soon. Aaron Boone Dumb Decisions. It should be coming up soon. Just have to find the time to get it out. All these streams have been killing me in terms of time. Dolphins held a 23 lead better than the Falcons and won. Yeah, at the same stadium, too. That's how you do it. At the same stadium. Okay, the Cowboys only recognize 8 QBs. So Aikman, Romo, Staubach, Prescott, White, Meredith, Warner, Carter. All right, so I ranked those 8, yeah. I ranked those 8. What we do for that one? We did Staubach, we did Aikman, Meredith, White, Romo, Prescott, Morden, Carter. Oh, no, they don't recognize Bledsoe. That's why. They don't recognize Bledsoe. All right. Who Hall of Fame was injury prone? He probably needs to make a Super Bowl. He would need to make a Super Bowl. He wouldn't have the numbers otherwise. I can't put him in that tier with Warren Moon and Dan Fouts as the 2 quarterbacks to never make a Super Bowl and be in the Hall of Fame. Hall very good. Hall very good. He'd be in that Rivers tier, where you could maybe make a debate, but not really. Kick off out of the end zone for a touchback, like over your head to the 25-yard line. This chat is just a sea of green right now. I love it. Yeah, the next baseball vid should be coming up soon. I really want to get a baseball vid out. And next GGA vid should be out soon as well. Hopefully tomorrow or Monday. Editor's still working on that one. New quarterback in the game for the Seahawks after the last drive. Drew Lock. The man acquired in the Russell Wilson trade. He is in. We went to a bowl game. No, I have not. The only bowl game that was near me where I lived, as Lock fires on the run, gain of 7. Catch on the play there made by JSN, the team's first-round pick out of Ohio State. 4643. No NFL game has had that score. That's Scorigami. You create a fictional Scorigami. That's awesome. So, the only bowl game that was in my area, anywhere near me, because I always spend the holidays in New York, is the Pinstripe Bowl. And I have no desire to ever go to a Pinstripe Bowl. I have no desire to. Freeze my butt off at Yankee Stadium in 30-degree weather? Yes, sign me up. For 2 teams I don't care about. Ball up behind the line. Loss of 3 on the play. A nice tackle there. DJ Dallas going down. Brought down on the play by Marquise Bell. Marquise Bell with the open field tackle. It's actually not on the depth chart for some reason. 3rd and 5. Be nice during the regular season when depth charts are actually updated. 3rd and 6, marking the 29-yard line. Hall very good, yeah. Matthews Hall very good. Mothland here. Oh, that stinks. That stinks. That's gonna hurt. Locke trying to avoid the sack. He does. Fires short and incomplete pass. Low throw behind his target and on the coverage, Wanye Thomas. So a quick 3 and out with Drew Lock in a QB. Fans of NFL championships? Why not? Why not? You won it. You won the title. Who cares it was not Super Bowl era? Who cares? At the end of the day, it's not like it didn't count. All right, there was a flag on this play. After the play, oh, don't even tell me Thomas taunted. Don't even tell me Thomas taunted. Oh, you cannot do that. Yep. Wanye Thomas, you cannot do that. You're fighting for a roster spot too. Why are you jawing at the receiver? Why did you even jaw to him? You didn't force a breakup. It was a low throw. So you're gonna be dumb enough to taunt and cost yourself 15 yards and a first down. You didn't break up the pass. You were in on the coverage. You didn't break up anything. It was a low throw. It's a low throw. Come on, you gotta be smart in that. He's cut. That's how you get cut from a roster. That's how you get cut from a roster. Handoff goes to Dallas. Dallas to the 50, Dallas to the 49. Oh, I have no problem with the taunting rule. I have no problem with it. Look, it's not hard. Don't taunt directly at players. Don't get up in people's faces. Don't people's faces. Okay, now NFL championships in the Super Bowl era, no, you should not brag about those. You should not brag about those. If you win an NFL championship from 66 to 69, you should not brag about that. But if that was the title game, then yeah, no problem with that. Like, Colts should not brag about theirs, and Vikings should not brag about theirs. Patriots got called off. I did not see that. Oh my goodness. Deep shot. It's caught by JSN. JSN is short at the 1-yard line. A gain of 48 yards. My mouse is frozen, so I can't update the score. I can't update the bug. But a huge 48-yard gain. Drew Lock hit JSN on a crossing pattern. Beat Eric Scott Jr. And was off to the races. Whoa, I did not see that in the Patriots game. Okay, I'm going to check the highlight after this. DJ Dallas running into the end zone for a touchdown. I can't even get rid of the spot because my mouse is frozen. Left, right. Come on. So touchdown for the Seahawks. Again, I'm trying to get the ball. My mouse is broken. My mouse has decided to disconnect. So let me try turning it off and back on. Maybe that'll work. Maybe it died. I don't know what the issue is. So again, everything that you see on the scoreboard is wrong. The Seahawks are up 9-7. I just have to wait until my mouse recalibrates. So my mouse is completely frozen on me. All right, we're good. Okay, we're good. We're good. 9-7. I'll get the spot out of here. And they made the right. If they had to go off in an ambulance, they made the right call for a preseason game. They made the right call. Extra point is especially because you joint practices too. So you have to join practices. So preseason game is kind of irrelevant in that regard. Isaiah Bolden's eyes were complete. Oh Jesus. Oh no. All right. Let me check Twitter for this. This is insane. Yeah, of the 4 games I had on, Patriots-Packers was not one of them. I got Rams-Raiders, I got the Broncos-Niners, and I now have Titans-Vikings, which is just about to end. But a nice play by JSN, 48-yard gain on the crossing pattern, blowing by the cornerback Eric Scott, the 6th-round pick out of Southern Miss. Carson Palmer Hall, very good. I don't even think he's that. I don't even think Carson Palmer's Hall very good. All right, let me check. Okay, I'm watching the play. It honestly didn't look that bad. Wait, I found the right guy? It honestly didn't look terrible in real time. I don't know what happened. Okay, TV Crew says he's moving his feet in his hands. That's good, at least. That is good. The TV Crew, apparently, according to Jerry Thornton, a reporter for Barstool, he says the TV Crew is saying that Isaiah Bolden is moving his feet and his hands, which is good. Hopefully he's okay. They made the right call to suspend the game. But, wow, scary stuff. Okay, at least I think he's going to be okay. Again, obviously more updates as they come along. Titans are going to win this preseason game 24-16. Yeah, Patrick Collins looked... Yeah. It's funny, it didn't even look that bad in real time, but at least he's going to be okay, which is nice. He is moving from everything that people have said. So hopefully that is true. So fingers crossed that Bolden is okay. Trello on the Eagles, was he called very good? Didn't play long enough. Was it 2 seasons? He did not play long enough to be called very good. All right, we are back in action in the... Yo, Connell, he's looked pretty good, number 57. He's looked pretty good. And your Montana season ticket, that's awesome. That is awesome, man. That is awesome. Yeah, the ones that don't look better are the worst ones. Yeah, will I be streaming the Monday night game? No, I will not. I'm doing something not related to the NFL. Plus, I probably need to save my voice. I've done so many streams lately. Probably need to rest up. Try to put a video out today. Because I will have streamed Monday for our Q&A. I would have done games over the weekend. Wednesday we did trivia, and then Thursday we did a game. Friday we did a game. Saturday, today we're doing 3 games, and tomorrow we're doing a game. So, probably need to rest. Probably be ideal. All right, first down for the Cowboys after the touchback at the 25-yard line. New quarterback in. Will Greer going to take us home for the Cowboys. Loss of 1 on that run. So Cooper Rush, his day is done after that touchdown drive. Will Greer, the former West Virginia and Florida quarterback. Former 3rd-round pick by the Carolina Panthers. Yeah, I feel bad for Grossi and everyone at Lambeau saw that. Yeah, crazy, crazy stuff. World Series, I consider it. Yeah, I would. It's a bit tougher to stream baseball, but I would consider it. Depends. Depends. The Monday Night Football doubleheader for Week 14 when both games start at 8:15 will be absolute chaos. Yes, it will be, and I'll be doing both games. I'll be doing both ones. Down at the 42-yard line, up the middle, gain of 18 yards on the play. Run there by Malik Davis. Gain of 18. Giant hole opened up. The tackle got pushed back. A nice penetration there by the offensive line, pushing back Jacob Sykes. At that point was a gain of 18. First and 10 to 42. Yeah, so whenever there's a doubleheader, I'm doing both games. We tested out yesterday with the Falcons, Bengals, and with the Giants, Panthers. Went well, so we're going to do it again. Will Greer, out route, caught. First down, bit of a high throw, but a nice grab there. Coming from Jalen Tolbert. I think that's his 4th grab of the day. First down into Seattle territory. I love they're showing the stats of Greer with the Panthers from 2019, as if that matters in 2023. As that is any indication of how he's going to do. All right, handoff. Once again, Malik Davis down to the 45-yard line. Hey, the Dodgers, you and me both. You and me both. But I'm glad they're doing well tonight for the wild card race. Glad. Of all the players in the Hall of Fame, name your starting 11 in both offense and defense. Ooh, all right. All right, fullback is Jim Brown. Halfback is going to be Walter Payton. Quarterback, Tom Brady. Wide receiver, we're going to go 3. We're going to go 2 wide. We're going to have Jerry Rice, and we're going to have Don Hudson. Handoff, Malik Davis, bottled up behind the line. Nowhere to go. Loss of 1 on the play. Brought down there by Roderick Perry II. So 3rd and 9 coming up. Yeah, the first one I will have some buffer. I will have no buffer for the other one. I'll have no buffer. All right. And Will Greer in a quarterback. 3rd and 10. At tight end, we're going to go Gronk. Although, no, he's not in the Hall of Fame. He will be, but he's not in there yet. So I guess Tony Gonzalez? It will be Gronk once he officially becomes eligible. All right, get off with 2 seconds left. Delayed stunt. 3rd and 10. Greer going to try and run for it. Fires. Caught. What a play. Did he stay in bounds? Did he stay in bounds when he made the grab? Stevens made the grab. Was he in bounds? Was he an eligible man? Let's see. Let's watch this replay. Nice play by Stevens adjusting his route. Wilger some at the very end. Did he keep the feet in? No, that's not a catch. That's not a catch. Nope, that is not a catch. See, let's watch the reverse angle. First foot down. Second foot is on the white. That is not a catch. Not a catch. Fourth down, and they are going to pump this one away. Right call there by the officials. Punt here by Brian Anger, the former Jaguar third-round pick. That punt is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Gunners could not get there in time, so a net of just 26 yards. Not a terrible punt, all things considered. Not a terrible punt. Bounced long enough for the Gunners to get down there, but yeah. All right, I got the spot. Don't worry. I got the spot. So for the doubleheader, it's going to be one game on ESPN and one game on ABC. Not ESPN 2. ESPN 2 will not do a game. Oops. Let's try that. Here we go. That's how it works. All right, so the rest of the Hall of Fame team. I'm going to go with Jones and Munoz as my tackles. Interior, we're going to go Matthews. We're going to go with Munchak, and we're going to go with Otto. We're going to do that. For the defensive line. Oh, man, you can go so many different ways with this one. Give me Reggie White. And give me... All right, defensive tackle is probably easier. Give me Page and Olsen at tackle. Page and Olsen at defensive tackle. Defensive end, we're going to go White. And... And Lawrence Taylor I'm putting in at linebacker. Lawrence Taylor is in with Buckus and Ray Lewis. We're going to run 4-3. We're going to do that. So, 4-3 with Ray Lewis, Dick Buckus, and Lawrence Taylor at linebacker. Who's the other defensive end? Who's the other defensive end? Yeah, I was thinking Bruce Smith. That's a good pick. I was thinking Bruce Smith. I guess I'm going to go with Smith. Defense, the secondary, we're going to have, at safety, let's go with, corner, let's go Dion and let's go Night Train. Let's do that at corner. Dion and Night Train. And safety, we're going to go with Ed Reed and Ronnie Lott. That's what we're going to do. Ed Reed, Ronnie Lott at safety. That's pick 2. And then kicker, Morton Anderson. Can't really choose from too many. And then punter, there's only one Ray guy. So yeah. And prayers up for Isaiah Bolden. Hopefully he's okay. Right on, and Ron Woodson. That's a good pick. I feel like Lott's the obvious one. And the rest... Yeah, the TV crew said that he was moving his extremities, but hopefully he's okay. Hopefully... I haven't seen anything else yet. First down, handoff goes to DJ Dallas. Dallas down to the 22-yard line. Looked like it was brought down the play. Looked like it was Gallimore on the takedown. I got the bot. Don't worry, I got the bot. Yeah, Gino always had talent. He would just hex up to the Jets. Yeah. That wasn't like with the Giants either. What Montana Grizzlies that you've watched? Ooh. Chase Reynolds. 2nd and 7. Locke fires wide open in the middle of the field. Stays on his feet to the 30, to the 35, to the 40. Dragging his defender down to the 44-yard line. Gain of 21 yards on the play. And good enough for a first down. Wide open over the middle of the field. Big time coverage breakdown. It is Noah Fant, the other guy acquired in the Russell Wilson trade with the Broncos. Todd Bowles, the head coach, no. He's made some really bad decisions with the Buccaneers. Really bad clock management decisions and just overall decisions on roster management. Wide open, stays in bounds at the 26-yard line. What a throw, wide open, and it is Thompson on the grab. Credit to Cody Thompson. Entering his 5th season with the team. Eventually pushed down the play by the man who commanded that penalty earlier, Thomas. Taunting penalty. They are now in just outside the red zone. Lock, play action, fires, end zone, incomplete pass. Second target on that one was Darky Young. Helmet's a helmet? I thought so at first. I guess they're saying no. How long has it been since I mentioned Saints Bengals 78? It's been a bit. It has been a bit. So what this flag is, as things say, incomplete pass. Personal foul, roughing the passer. So move it up to the 11-yard line and a free first down. Let's watch the replay of this. Drew Lock took a shot getting rid of that ball. Yep, that's the right call. That's the right call. Roughing the passer call there on Sam Williams. Again, the second round pick from last year out of Ole Miss. Not a late hit, but a low hit. You can't hit him down there. Something more about Browns versus Eagles. No, it was just NFL versus AFC, and Browns Eagles was just. What are you talking about? The game that happened on Thursday? The game that happened on Thursday. There was nothing immoral about it. I think it was just. Oh, immoral! It ended in a tie. That was what people were complaining about. It ended in a tie. Halftime we got a call tonight, pretty late here in DC. I don't blame you one bit. It is 11:30 or so. For some of you have been on here for all 7.5 hours thus far in this football preseason marathon. I kind of think you guys enough for that. If you have been on there, we're gonna finish this game and we're gonna call it a night. In the flat, wide open, down to the 5 and out of bounds at the 3-yard line. Is that enough for a first down? Look, there was David Durden on the catch. Excuse me, my apologies for that one. Tyler Mabry. That's what I meant to say. Tyler Mabry, the 4th-year man. First and goal is enough. Down to the 3-yard line. Yeah, preseason. We did 2 preseason games yesterday in the time. Bengals Falcons, same thing. Bengals Falcons, same exact thing. So I wish there were more preseason. No. 3 is enough. 3 is enough. 3, you learn about your team, but it's not overkill. I like the set right now with 3 and 17. Trying to bounce to the outside. He is in. Touchdown for the Seahawks. Sharodrick Thompson, ST with a TD. As the Seahawks lead 16-7 up by 2 possessions. Nice job setting the edge, getting that block. Kate Johnson helping out there. And Thompson just followed his blockers. Obviously, you think 4 running backs making the roster. You probably think it's going to be DJ Dallas, Zach Charbonnet, and Kenneth Walker. Going to be on the battle for the 4th spot. Roderick Thompson, Kenny McIntosh, probably the top 2 guys. McIntosh, the team's 7th round pick out of Georgia. Roderick Thompson looking good on that one. We'll see. We will see. Extra point by Jason Myers is up, and it is good. With 2:35 left in the first half, it is 17-7. And Marlins miracle, I doubt it. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. As a D-backs fan that needs some help in the wild card hunt, hopefully not. Some nice throws there on that drive by Drew Lock. We'll see if he plays the second half. I do like the color combo for the Seahawks. Yeah, I do like the combo. I can't wait for them to debut the throwback jerseys. I cannot wait for that. We might get a tie in the Broncos-Niners game. It's 2018 right now. They're going to go for 2. I wonder if the Bears-Colts colors were on the Bears broadcast. Oh, I mean, probably blue. Probably blue. That probably wasn't... Probably Bears in orange and the Colts in blue, I would hope. That would make sense. I would hope. I would hope that would happen. Oh, D-backs have 8-1. I don't think we're going to blow this. Bullpen game, I don't think we're going to blow it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. We might actually sweep the Padres today. Are you okay with RSNs carrying NFL preseason games? Look, I don't like local broadcasts for preseason. I really think the NFL should just take all the broadcasts over and standardize it, because some of these broadcast quality, it's not fair to the viewers. especially if the game is simulcast, as the kickoff gets run out of bounds to the 22-yard line. Because some of these broadcasts are just painful. And it's not fair to people watching. There needs to be quality control in the NFL. There needs to be quality control. So I'm not a fan of the RSNs. Who do you think is making the AL playoffs? Let me think about that. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. I think the depth charts are all off because some of these numbers I'm not even seeing on my depth chart. We're saying Greer back there, draw play. Goes to Rico Dowdle. Dowdle powers his way forward to the 31-yard line, gain of 9. See if that takes us to a 2-minute warning. Dowdle will have the touchdown on the Lester. The only touchdown of the game for the Cowboys so far. 2nd and 1. So making the playoffs, it's going to be the Yankees as the 1 seed. Yeah, New York wishes at this point. I think 2nd and 1. Shotgun. Greer looking through the first read, not there. Second read, not there. Now he fires angle route. Incomplete pass with 1:59 left. I forgot to start the clock. The intended target on that play looked like Hunter Lupke. Or excuse me, it was Rico Dowdle again. So that'll take us to 2-minute warning. 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1. As we hit the 2-minute warning. Origin Sports Network? I've never heard of Origin Sports Network. All right, AL playoffs. Who do I think is making it? Let me think about this. So, Orioles, Rays, Twins, Angels, Rangers, and who's the other one? Angels are too far back. Did I say Angels? No. Rangers, Astros. That's what I meant to say. Who's too far back? Angels are too far back. Yankees are too far back. Red Sox, Blue Jays. I think it comes down to those two. Or Mariners are in the hunt as well. I don't think they do it, but they're in the hunt. I'll say the Blue Jays. Bears were dark navy blue and Colts were white. All right, that's not bad. The Orlando Thunder jerseys, thought they were cool. Yeah, that's one of the jerseys that look really cool in the 90s, and then you look at it now, it's like, that did not look that good. The Orlando Thunder jerseys look terrible, but they're kind of so bad they're good. Like, I would happily don a Orlando Thunder jersey. As we have another membership. Oh my goodness. Broski coming in hot with a membership. And Jay Pink, welcome to the club. Thank you so much for that. Broski, thank you. Thank you so much. 22 members. I don't need it for the next emoji. So as a member, Jay Pink, here's everything that you get. In this tier that you are in, the Garara tier. What you get is you get your name at the end of each video and during each stream. You also get the green highlighted text next to your name. You get a Q&A stream exclusive to members once a month. You also get, on top of that, you get your name at the end of the credits of each video, and you get custom emojis that you can use, including me doing the Colts lasso, and including me, including 39.6 and whatnot. Tiger Gun, I just want to make sure there was membership gifting in this live stream. Thank you so much, Broski. Thank you for the generosity in the last stream as well, and the generosity that you've shown throughout this, just this entire journey. Thank you so much. Thank you, really means the world to me. Thank you so much, Broski. Hey, anyone on the East Coast going to bed, I don't blame you one bit. If you're staying with me for all 9 hours of this preseason marathon, the only reason it's not a quadruple header is because the Jaguars play today. That's it. No, you get to keep it for the first month. And then it expires after a month. You have to repay to keep it. I think that's how it works. You have to repay to keep it after that. But thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. 78 members we're at. Holy cow, 78 members. Wait, someone's actually streaming Raiders-Rams, like the actual game. Oh, that channel's getting taken down. Someone's actually... No, someone can't be that stupid. The NFL's going to strike it down in a heartbeat. 3rd and 1. 3 wide, 2 on the far side, 1 on the near side. NL playoffs, Brewers, or... Let's see. 3rd and 1, let's see this play first. Takes the snap. First read's not there. Greer going to try and run himself. He doesn't really have legs. And he gets taken down. 4th down. The Seahawks should call timeout here. They're not. You would think they would call timeout trying to get the ball back. They have 3 timeouts. But you would think they would call timeout. But it doesn't look like they are. So the Cowboys will have to punt this one away back to the Seahawks. And now the Seahawks call a timeout. They wasted a solid 15 seconds there. I'm not sure why. All right, NL playoffs. Who makes it? Yeah, they brought the chains. Oh, they brought the chains. I don't think he got it. It didn't look like he got even close to the first down. See where they mark it. Maybe, that looks like a favorable spot. That's a very favorable spot, actually. That is an extremely favorable spot, and it's still well short. You need the chains for that? That's a full yard. That's a full yard. You need the chains for that? I'm telling you, it did not look like a good spot at all. It was at the 31 to start, and now it moves to the 31. Come on. All right, we have a $5 from Michael Hodel. Oh, someone's live streaming their TV from their phone. Yeah, that is illegal. That is dangerous territory you're playing. All right, Michael Hodel with a $5. Thank you so much for that. 5 favorite thrash metal songs not by Metallica. Oh, man. And now the Seahawks call timeout with 1:30 left. So now they have 2 left. Yeah, that is preseason for the referees too. There was no reason for that. 5 favorite thrash metal songs, and I can't use Metallica. Oh, well, that ruins it. I can't use Metallica? That definitely ruins it for me. That ruins it. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I don't really listen to a whole lot of thrash metal. Honestly, if you ask that question without any restrictions, I would give you 5 Metallica songs. Give me 5 Metallica. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. I honestly don't know the answer. I gotta study up before Wednesday's stream. I can tell. The punt is fielded at the 17-yard line, brought to the 25, and there was a flag on the play, so this will be coming back. So around the 7-yard line. Yeah, I don't really listen to a whole lot of thrash metal. Metallica is really the only one that I am vaguely aware of. Obviously, I know a lot of Metallica songs, but I don't have. I'd be lying if I give you a favorite 5 thrash metal songs. I'd be lying if I gave you that, because I honestly have no clue. I honestly don't know. That's one of my things that I'm. There's certain areas where I'm not very knowledgeable in with music. I'm very knowledgeable with a lot of things, but thrash metal is not one of them. Calling in, I thank you so much, Weather Chart. Thank you for all the generosity. Thank you for the love and support. Thank you so much. I'm seeing a lot of Symphony of Destruction, so I gotta check that out. I gotta check that out after the stream is done. And thank you for the generosity, Weather Chart. Thank you for everything over the streams and for everything today. Yeah, Pat's Packers suspended. Yeah, they announced that a few. Yeah, they're not going to resume the game, which is smart. They're not going to resume the game. You would think. Grandma doesn't have a hurricane watch. No way. Wow, that is either the storm took a turn for the better, or that's a news station, or that's a weather station that's not doing their job. I don't know which one it is. All right, new quarterback in the game. Drew Lock's day after that touchdown drive is done. Yes, yeah, one of my friends is at the game. He told me, just crazy stuff. To the 15-yard line, he goes, Seahawks have 2 timeouts left, so 2nd and about 4 coming up. The new QB in, Holton Allers, the QB from East Carolina. As we have a timeout on the field, so Seahawks have 1 left after that. They're going to try to run the 2-minute offense. No donation time, but we'll do so in the future. Thank you so much, Michael. Thank you so much for all the generosity. So the new quarterback, so taking us home for the Cowboys is Wilger. Taking us home for the Seahawks. Gino's day is done. Drew Lock's day is done. Is Holton Allers. Last year with the Pirates, 28 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. 2nd in the conference, in the American Conference, by completing 67.8% passes. The all-time leader in passing yards in the American Conference, second in the conference last year in passing yards as well, and third in the conference in passing touchdowns. Thank you, as always. 2nd and 4, handoff to the sideline. Got to get out of bounds. And there's a flag on the play, so this run will not count. Wayne Talapapa on the run. But it looks like it is coming back. Holton Allers. So we'll see where they mark this one. Yeah, Packers and the Patriots. I'm not surprised. Again, especially they had joint practices too. So preseason games when you have joint practices mean absolutely nothing. The starters rarely play, so it's basically just a glorified practice at that point. Now that the cover of these boots are made for walking, no way. The songwriters hated so much that he begged for the band to remove it from their debut album. Oh my. How would that even work? The cover that these boots were for Megadeth. So the writer was fine with that, but was said you got to remove that, but was not fine with Jessica Simpson's cover. Or was fine with Jessica Simpson's cover. How's it going on, user? Thank you again for becoming a member, being gifted the membership. Welcome back to the stream. Thank you so much. As a timeout on the field by the Cowboys, they have 2 left. No, game is over. Game is over. I know for betting purposes, I think it's 55 minutes. If anyone's thinking about that, it's 55 minutes the game has to be played. So I think all bets are void. I think all bets from this game, in terms of the game and the over/under, I think they are all void. Oh, alter the lyrics. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. But Jessica Simpson added her own verse to the song. All right, 3 wide, 3rd and 6. Ball at the 13-yard line. Holden takes a snap in the shotgun. QB draw. He's looking for a hole, and he's going to be just short of the first down. Down to the 18-yard line. The clock is right. Where are they going to mark it? They are moving the chains. Okay, again, the line is unofficial. It looked like he was short of the line, but they are giving him the first down. So first down at the 20-yard line. They got to move quick. They got to move quick. And I think now we're going to get a measurement. This screw is very, very slow. This screw is very, very slow. If they're doing a measurement now, that took way too long. Way too long to do. I mean, holy cow, that took way too long if they're measuring it now. Before they were about to get the snap off. The same crew also that did a measurement on 3rd and 1 for a 4th and 1 play that was a whole yard short and went behind the line of scrimmage. Yeah, this crew not having a good night. Not having a good night. If you're running on preseason, you have problems. And I have problems. See, having the first half, not going to lie. Having the first half. Yeah, I think his knee was down. Yeah, when he hits down, that ball, you got to get to the 19. That ball's at the 18.5. He's short by half a yard. That's what I thought. All right, let's see. Let's see. Let's ask the chat. Let's ask the chat. What do you guys think? First down or no first down? First down or no first down? Again, NFL Network, Holden Allers. Was he short of the line to gain? What are we thinking? First down, no first down? Let me know. Scenario, you're an undrafted free agent. Which league are you? I go XFL. I think XFL gives you the best chance. Rockets were lucky that Jordan retired. Oh, 100%. 100,000%. Absolutely, they were. I mean, they're a great team, but yeah. Oh, first line change from something you call up, I call say. Oh, yeah, that'll do it. That'll do it. All right, was he short? We got 80% of you are saying that he was short. I agree with you. Let's see what the call is. Let's see. They're still looking again. Very long time to review this play, in terms of the speed in which they try to review it. I don't know why it took this long for them to make a ruling. Okay, I did not see the League's Cup. I know Inter Miami won. 10-9? Oh my god, on PKs? Oh my goodness. 10-9 on PKs. Wow. All right, did the Padres blow an 8-1 lead? They have not done so yet. Keyword being yet. Martinez is in now 8-1 game. At least we don't have to use Ginkel or Sewell today, which is nice. Ruling on the field is... again, I can't hear any audio. 83% of you say yes, that he was short. Let's see. I should also note, Rappaport has just tweeted, good news. The Patriots say that Isaiah Bolden has feeling in all of his extremities, but has been taken to a local hospital for further tests and observation. So that is good. That is good. Isaiah Bolden, it looks like he is going to be okay. Okay, so after review, they're going to measure. Okay, but the measurement was at the first time mark was at the 19. The ball's at the 18. He clearly did not get it. Yeah, he's short. Man, this referee crew is bad. Man, this referee crew is having some issues. All right, so you figure the Cowboys will call timeout. Guys showing Rams are at 1.3K. Bold strategy. Yeah, he's going to get a copyright strike by the NFL for sure after this is done. Yeah, he is short. I figure the Cowboys will burn a timeout, try and get this ball back. I knew he was short, and now they were going to punt this one away. I knew it. Yeah, with the League Cup penalty final shootout. Yeah, I did not watch because I've been watching the football games, but I heard it went all the way down to the wire. 9-8 on PKs or 10-9 on PKs, something like that. Also, if Broncos Niners, Jake Moody has made 2 field goals today, so he's 2 for 2. We might have a chance to win the game here. It's 20-18 in favor of the Broncos with little time left. Michael Dixon back there to punt. 55 seconds on the clock. The timeout bars make no sense for how it is in the on the scoreboard. So, dude, the Cowboys have no time. Okay, so the Cowboys have no timeouts left. The Seahawks have 2. It's so hard to read the timeout bars on the scoreboard. So the Cowboys have no timeouts left. Yeah, let's go Isaiah for sure. Absolutely. He is okay, which is good. The Cowboys have no timeouts left. They will get the ball back. Will Greer with a chance to lead a 1-minute drill with no timeouts, but they should have some pretty decent field position, all things considered. Michael Dixon, the punt. It is a short one, but takes a very favorable bounce, and out of bounds at the 30-yard line. So not a great punt by Dixon, 33-yard line. 49 net. And the kick by Moody is good. The Niners win 21-20. Jake Moody, after being terrible last week, 3 for 3 in this game. Good for him. Bounces back nicely. And the Niners kicking problem might not be that bad. It might not be that bad. Broncos now, back-to-back losses in preseason at the last second. Lost to the Cardinals last week with 2 seconds left on a game-winning touchdown, 2-point conversion. I was at that game. And now lost this one at the last second. Holding on the play, so this will not count. Brought down behind the line of scrimmage as it is Malik Davis, but you figure area of holding. So 1st and 20 coming up, and you wonder if just the Cowboys will take a knee and take any chances. 1st and 20, you're at the 23. All right, Megadeth, Metallica, Slayer, and Anthrax are the big 4. Testament is really good too. Personally, Megadeth is my favorite. Haven't really heard of Anthrax. I've heard of Metallica, Megadeth, and Slayer. Jags next week against the Dolphins. I'm going to the game. That is awesome. Have a great, great time. Should be good. The Stars are playing a half. Stars are playing a half. Nathan Rourke is QB3. Kind of stinks. Doug Peterson made that known today, but I hopefully we get to see some more Nathan Rourke action. 1st and 20. They are still going to go in the shotgun. 3 wide. Or 4 wide, actually. Rush 4. Out route. Caught. Can he get out of bounds? No, the knee was down inbounds. The knee was down inbounds. That clock is running. 2nd and 16 coming up. And I'm not sure they even tried at this point. John Stevens Jr., the tight end, on the grab. 27 seconds left. Again, no timeouts to work with. 2nd and 14. Greer, they rush 4. He escapes pressure. There was holding on the play, so now they're definitely going to just do it. We're going to heave up a prayer. PI, no, not catchable. Feet got tangled up. So 2nd and 24 coming up, and you have to figure that will be it. You have to figure that's going to be it. Push it back to the 15-yard line. Your E's are in. It's 3-2, top of the 10th. Nobody out. This is bad. And now they just hit a batter. Bases loaded. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I know a lot of hair metal. I'm not great with thrash metal, but I listen to a lot of hair metal. Like Hair Nation is one of my favorite stations on Sirius XM. It's in my favorites. Like you get like 20 favorites. It's in my favorites. Second and 24. Ball is at the 19-yard line. They're just gonna call a draw play. Get out of here, and that will take us to the end of the half. So the Seahawks with a 17-7 lead. There's a JG USFL XFL challenge should be called JG. All right, end of the half. Obviously, I missed the start of the game because of the other game, so I don't know who got the ball to start, but put the 13 minutes on the clock for halftime. Going to Jaguars Bucks on Christmas Eve. That is awesome. That's going to be a fun way to spend Christmas Eve. It'll be a fun way to spend the holiday. Iron Man's wife. That's good. That's good. All right. So, it's 17-7 game and a half. I'm just getting a water. I'll be right back. Give me 1 minute because my bottle ran out. So, give me 1 quick minute. I'll be right back and we will resume the stream in 1 minute. And I am just getting some water. Don't worry about me. I'm just getting some water. Do not worry about me. Just getting some water. Again, if you're watching right now, I'm just getting a water bottle so we can take us home. 10 quarters down. 2 more to go in this triple header marathon. All right. So give me 1 quick second. I'm here. This is some M&M's as well, just to film me. I've not eaten since breakfast today, so. Just starting to film it for the time being, so. In 1 quick second, I'm just catching my breath real quick. Let me good to go. All right. You have consistent M&Ms. I literally have not eaten since breakfast. Literally, I ate as the Jags Cowboys game was kicking, or Jags, not Jags, Cowboys, Jags Lions game was kicking off. And the only reason this was not a quadruple header was because the Jags were playing. I didn't want to do the game during the Jaguars, so. The night is not done. I'll put it that way. Small craft providers are on Pacific Coast, in the state of Washington. Not surprised by that, yeah. Everyone, let's go stay safe out there. Cowboys winning 94. They're the greatest dynasty of all time. So that's a 4-peat at that point. So tonight, after the stream is done, I'm going to do the video that's going to come out tomorrow. And, yeah, we're powering through. We're powering through this absolute marathon of a stream. 7.5 hours we have been on. Just talking and commentating on the football game that's taking place. Oh my goodness. About 9 minutes to catch our breath before the start of the second half. Again, 10 quarters done. 2 more to go. When we started earlier today, saw the Dolphins Texans helmets. We have moved the desk so far over now that there are none remaining. You might see a few on frame, but that's about it. It's the nice thing with the studio. Again, thank you for all the generosity of the stream. This has been amazing. We don't get off. I'm gonna call your grandma now. No. My stream is not that important. Call your grandma now. Make sure she's safe. No. I'm telling you. Interstate. I'm telling you. Your grandma being okay is more important than halftime of a preseason game with the Cowboys and the Seahawks. Trust me. Make sure she's okay. Make sure she's okay. Make sure she's okay. That is way more important. Yeah. Come back when you're done talking to her. That is way more important. Make sure she's okay, because it's scary stuff with the hurricane. Scary stuff with the hurricane. I think that's the first time I've ever told someone to leave my stream. I think that's the first time I've ever told someone, like, you need to go. But it's, I mean, no, it's too important. Too important. Yeah, Pyromania Hysteria definitely pop metal. High and Dry, yeah, borderline, yeah. But Pyromania definitely pop metal, and Hysteria 100%. All right, let's see. What questions do we have while I was getting water and eating M&Ms? Apparently, the leading commentator for the Cowboys has been calling preseason games since 2003. I can't believe that. He sounds no better. So the guy that was calling Trey Herndon by the wrong name has been doing games for 20 plus years. No way. I don't buy that for a second. The Cowboys broadcast using old Seahawks color as a possession color, the lighter blue. Oh my goodness. Can I try one of the full-size helmets? I wouldn't expect anything less from the Cowboys broadcast. I honestly wouldn't. Can I try one of the full-size? Well, so the thing is that a lot of these full-size helmets, I cannot try on. The problem is that I can't try any of these on, because here's the problem. These are replica full-size helmets, where you hang and display. So it means that this, it's not really covered. So even if I could try them on, there is something blocking me. I'm blocked. I think I have one that I can actually use. I think I have one. I'll try it. Why not? So, where, this one. Yeah, this. No, that one's blocked. Is there anyone that is not blocked, that is open-ended? No, they all have that cover on them. They all have that cover, so, unfortunately, I can't try them on, for that reason I just showed. They all have the cover on them, where it's a replica full-size helmet, so I can't really do that. All right, let's see. I mean, I think they do fit my head. It's just there's the cover on them. He's doing fine. That's awesome. Thank you again for all the concern. And let's just get. I know that the brunt of the storm isn't coming until tomorrow. That's really the one, but at least she's okay now. And hopefully she stays safe, and everyone stays safe during the storm. Scary stuff. And again, if we are doing. We are doing the what are we doing? We are doing the game tomorrow if it happens between the Saints and the Chargers. We are doing the game. President, the Cowboys are in postseason form that drive penalty for nothing on third and medium, give a big play, and then let the running back walk in. How about them Cowboys? Welcome to the stream, John. Thank you so much. Grandma got run over by a reindeer. About 4 months too early on that. Better get up early and call that Women's World Cup final. I'm not calling the game. I need to rest my voice, which is good. But I will be watching it. I'll be watching it at 3 o'clock in the morning my time. By the time we get off, it'll be 5 hours until the final. So, that'll be fun. A video idea. All right, lay it on me. He's down rare, but still dangerous. Yeah. Manning in 97, what would happen? The Jets would have a few Super Bowls by now. My guess is that they have a few. Was Mark Sanders, was the Buffalo the downfall? I mean, it wasn't the sole reason, but it definitely, the 2012 season was really when everything really fell apart. 2011, it started, but 2012 is really when it fell apart. YouTube channel allow ads on streams are still live. You're telling me. Look, I agree. It's not my call. It is not my call. Yeah, my whole goal is to have the streamer shot. I already know the video topic that I'm talking about. Like, I gotta get my voice, like, high-pitched for that one. Because there's something crazy that happens in that one, so. We're in trouble. What are we talking about tomorrow? If we have the stream, assuming my voice is okay, and assuming the game happens, I guess your call. I have no clue. I have no clue what we're gonna be talking about. I have no clue what we're gonna be talking about. All right, 8-1, bottom of the ninth. All right. In the Padres game, we cannot blow this. Bullpen game, we're only going to use 4 pitchers. That's awesome. A video that briefly covers every post-merger game where the QB had a passer rating of 0.0 with one exception, Jets Cardinals 2010. Ooh. Like a history like that, yeah. Jersey Shore, I've actually never been to the Jersey Shore. I've never been. Dedication for the final. So it's not really dedication on mine. It's more of, besides the fact that I love it, I love watching women's soccer. It's more the fact that I stay up super late. My hours are very, very weird. So I'll be up anyways, working on the video and editing that. So I'll be up and working on that. So I'm going to be up. Why not? Yeah, it's funny. The time zone difference with Australia and New Zealand actually works kind of in my favor. I'm sure I missed the changeover because I slowed down watching videos, but when the switch from Twitch to here, there wasn't really a changeover with Twitch. So the thing with Twitch is that I like Twitch, and we do trivia every Wednesday night on Twitch. We do Wednesday night trivia on Twitch. That always is the thing. We simulcast it on YouTube, but we do it on Twitch. The thing is that with Twitch, there's so many different extra transactions almost. So it's more of the idea of with Twitch, you have to log on to the account, create an account, and then sign in and do all that, versus YouTube where it just pops up on your homepage. So it's a bit different. Plus, I've just always viewed myself as a YouTuber more than a Twitch streamer. And on top of that, what else? On top of that, I always wanted to stream on YouTube. The problem is that I couldn't, I just didn't have the capability to do so necessarily. Like, I knew I wanted to show my face on stream. It just, I didn't have the studio or the technology to do it. And now I do, which is nice. So I was like, we're going to move to YouTube for streams. It just makes more sense to do it that way. Because with Twitch, I need to make sure that, okay, so with Twitch, I have 52,000 people that watch my channel. 52,000 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you guys so much for that. 50,000 subscribers. I need to then get a certain number of people to click on the link, to know about it, and then to follow me on Twitch. Versus here, where you just log on to YouTube and it shows up. So it just makes more sense to do it this way. Makes more sense. Donkey's voice actor saying party all the time. Eddie Murphy, yeah. I know, he had some songs. Eddie Murphy, yeah, of course. Is this from law school? This weird sleep schedule? Sort of. It kind of... So the thing with my channel is that it got to a point where I was doing videos every day because COVID happened, and I was like, you know what? Like, I've got nothing to do. There's nothing on. Law school's pass-fail, so I don't have to try. It's all virtual. Let's do the channel. Let's do a video every day. And then it became, okay, let's do a video every single day when law school resumes. Like, for real. And let's make these videos longer because of that spin move down to the 29-yard line. So that's where the Cowboys will start this drive. Will Greer will start the drive. So once that happened, these videos are getting super long, and I was putting these videos out while going to law school, and it just got to be insane. And by the end of it, by the final semester, I was pulling all-nighters. Like, full all-nighters. They used the 2000... Oh, my goodness. Of course they did. Of course they did. So, I was pulling all-nighters to the point where I would be done with a video, it would go live at 9 a.m. Eastern, and then I'd class at 8 o'clock. So, as that ball is caught to the 50, to the 45 and out of bounds to the 43-yard line. Nice crosser there, gain of about 27 yards on the play by Dontario Drummond for a first down. So, it'll go live at 6 a.m. my time, and it would, I have to leave my building for an 8 o'clock class, leave it at 7:30, so I would get no sleep. I would crash when I got back to my place from class and just do that. It was bad. It was very, very bad. So yeah, it sort of stems from that. And plus, just the way I work way better at night. As the screen pass behind the line of scrimmage brought down on the play, coming from the secondary. Credit that. To Trey Brown. Nice open field tackle. 2nd and 12 coming up. So we had that. I also just work better at night. I don't know what it is. Like, my most productive hour is usually like the 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. range. I don't know what it is. My sleep schedule is all off. 2nd and 12. I feel like every YouTuber's sleep schedule is off. Curl route, ball is caught. Gain of about 10 on the play. Catch there made by Luke Schumacher, the 2nd round tight end out of Michigan. Not really Captain Crunch grad. Not really Captain Crunch. My cereals of choice are Fruit Loops and Apple Jacks and Honeycombs, with Fruit Loops as my 3rd. I'm not really Captain Crunch. Have I ever scrapped a video because I didn't like it? That's a good question. No. I mean, I've written some scripts and then decided not to do them, but I've never like done a video and while I'm editing it, I'm like, you know, this isn't working. I've done scripts before that I decided to then table and just never got around to again. But never done a full-length video. Will Greer going to fire. He could have run for the first down. Instead, he finds wide open the flat down to the 24-yard line. Once again, Luke Schumacher, the tight end, looking to be the number 2 option on this team. Maybe the number 1 option on this team. They didn't even chroma key the logo. Oh my goodness. I'm telling you, Cowboys broadcasts are a treat for how bad they are. I so hope... Wait, Cowboys are at home week 3. Okay, Cowboys are at home week 3. I gotta check when they play. Are we doing that game? D-backs win 8-1. Let's go. Wilger on the run, fires across his body. Goal is caught. Did he get the first down? He had to get to the 14-yard line, and I think they're saying that he did. Sean McKeon with the first down there. So nice drive by Will Greer and company. The best place to watch NFL games, Stream East, if you have to find a way to do it otherwise. Okay, so where's Cowboys next Saturday? Are we doing that game? When do the Jaguars play? We're not doing that game, nope, because the Jaguars play at the same time. We're not doing that one. All right, Deuce Vaughn. The Deuce is loose to the 10. Breaks the tackle. The Deuce is loose. Touchdown, Dallas. Deuce Vaughn. The 6th rounder from Kansas State. Spin move, showing off his elusiveness. One of the few bright spots for the Cowboys last week against the Jaguars. What a run by Deuce. Juking Reed out of his shoes. Spin move. Jarek Reed, 6th round pick on 6th round pick. Jarek Reed, the New Mexico man, couldn't make the tackle. And the Deuce is loose for a touchdown. A great drive by the Cowboys. 4.5 minutes. Excuse me, 3.5 minutes. They drive 75 yards. Always stayed ahead of schedule. No negative plays on the drive. Extra point by Aubrey is up and good. Cowboys now trail by 3. Deuce Vaughn having a heck of a preseason down in Dallas. Question is, he's making the roster. How high on the depth chart is he going? Yeah, he does play like Darren Sproles. He does remind me a lot of Sproles. How high is he going? Obviously, Pollard's your 1. But I honestly think, based on what I've seen, we know what Ronald Jones can do. I honestly think I'd probably put Vaughn as the 2. I honestly think I put Vaughn as the 2. Deuce just have to lower that defense, yep. Like Malik Davis, he's not really anything special. Ronald Jones, we know what he can do. He's not anything special. So the backup running back behind Pollard, I think it really should be Deuce Vaughn. It's change of pace, quick, elusive, shifty guy. I think Deuce Vaughn is the number 2. Yeah, A's have 2 outs. Yeah, this might be bad. A's down to their final strike, 7-2 ball game. All just imploded in the 10th. D-backs, though, playing surprisingly red-hot baseball as of late. And they get a day off tomorrow, which they need. It's been a long, long time on the road playing games and whatnot. We do have live trivia Wednesday night. Just keep that in mind. We do have live trivia on Wednesday night. Yeah, the D-backs, I mean, they lost 9 straight. But then, against the Padres last week, they won the final 2. Against the Rockies, won 2 out of 3. And it should have been 3 out of 3 if the bullpen just did its job. I don't know why we haven't DFA'd Mantiply yet. And then took 3 out of 4 from the Padres. So, D-backs have won, 3 out of 4? 5 out of 7? 7 out of 9. D-backs are starting to get hot. Which is nice. Hopefully, they're starting to get nice. And the 2 losses were the bullpen. Castro blew it last night, and Mantiply blew it the other night. So, I know, starting to figure it out. Thank goodness. So, need to. Late push for the wild card. Someone asked me the wild card, the NL teams. I did not say anything. Braves, Brewers, Dodgers, Giants, Phillies, and screw it. Let's go D-backs. Screw it. Let's go Diamondbacks. Rashad Penny on the Eagles was a shock. Yeah, they have so many running backs on that team. That is a running back by committee if I've ever seen one. I'm not going accustomed to that yet. This year the A's might have lost. All right, kickoff time. Brandon Aubrey going to kick it off. As we've reached the point of the night where not a whole lot is happening around the sports world. We are now 8 hours into this marathon. The kickoff goes into the end zone for a touchback. Again, I've watched 12 straight hours of football. Jaguars game at 1 o'clock Eastern. Then we were live streaming Dolphins-Texans. Then Colts-Bears behind me. And now Cowboys-Seahawks. So, yeah, Dolphins-Bears, or Dolphins-Texans over there. Colts, and now Cowboys-Seahawks. First at the 25-yard line for the Seahawks. Got a long day of preseason football. Quadruple header, but triple header on stream. And if you guys have been with me for the whole time, thank you so much. Will I have a voice by the end of this? I don't know. But it's been fun. It has been fun. All right, handoff. Has to break a tackle and a gain of about 3 yards there. Looked like Sir Roderick Thompson on that one. All right, the clock on the Lumen Field scoreboard is saying 20 seconds left. It's not. They must have done the interview before. Just did a bad job of covering it. Would I rather have a really good running back or a running back committee or one really good running back? One really good running back can make a difference. All right, play action. Throw by Allers. He's got him at the 35 to the 40. Nice play in the flat to the 44-yard line. Hard hit there, but the catch there made by Jake Bobo, the man out of UCLA and Duke, third-team All-ACC in 2021. Undrafted rookie. Gain of 16 yards. Good for a first down to the 44-yard line. Because running backs are one of those positions that you can find off the street. But a really good running back, like a Derrick Henry type, that makes a difference. Like, I'll put it this way. If I were to play the Eagles at running back right now, they don't scare me. If I were to play the Titans with Derrick Henry, and I got to stop Henry, yeah, that scares me. Pete Cowboys defense. I mean, these guys are not making the roster. Most of these guys are not making the roster. Maybe 1 or 2 of them. Handoff. Once again, it's Thompson who scored a touchdown earlier. Down to the 46-yard line. Second 8 coming up. Oh, yeah, Cowboys did make the extra one. I forgot to adjust that. Thank you for pointing that out. I don't know why. The Cowboys broadcast is No, they are not. To Joe Washington, that's the last one of the past. Barry Sanders and Darren Sproles. There's homerism and there's that. Oh my goodness. I love the Cowboys broadcast. They are so incompetent. It is so funny. Half goes to Thompson. Thompson at the 50. Thompson stiff arms to the 45 to the 40. He's got some room. 35. Out of bounds to the 33-yard line. There's a flag on the play, though. If it stands, it is Seahawks ball to Dallas 33, but based on the reaction, looks like this one is coming back. One of those players is not like the other. Yeah. Barry Sanders in the Hall of Fame. The others are not. Cowboys go 8-9. Things go disastrously wrong. I mean, look, I'm not crazy about the Cowboys. I think they got worse this offseason, but at the same time, the NFC is kind of a mess. Kind of a dumpster fire, so yeah. The only team I could see being the Braves in the NL is Philly. I mean, the Braves are just a runaway freight train. I don't see anyone beating them. I really don't. Maybe the Diamondbacks, as crazy as that sounds, only because the D-backs won. They split the series against the Braves, and the games that they lost, it was the bullpen that blew it. But now you got a closer in there that we didn't have before. So the whole Grand Slam to Alonso that Castro allowed wouldn't be a problem. As Thomas actually makes a good play there. Jaway Thomas. Rough game for him so far. 3rd and 21. You see a flag go, okay, how are we being punished now? Oh, trust me, as a Jaguars fan, I don't celebrate before the next snap happens. I look for the flag. Every time there's a big run, I just wait for the flag to happen. I don't celebrate. Like, you should have seen me. When the Jaguars played the Cowboys, and they had the pick six, Rachel Jenkins had the pick six, I didn't celebrate, as we have a flag on this play. Looks like a false start. 3rd and 27 at this point. Like, I didn't celebrate. How's it going, Jaden? Welcome to the stream. I didn't celebrate. I was waiting. I was waiting for that ball to hit the ground. I was waiting for the replay that showed the ball hit the ground. And then they showed the replay, and the ball didn't hit the ground. And then I just ran around my basement. I was like, let's go. I ran around my basement when that happened. Same thing with the Jags-Titans game. When the Josh Allen, Rayshon Jenkins fumble thing happened, as that's a slant route, incomplete pass, intended target on the play, looked like, from all accounts, Darkey Young. But 4th and 27. My D-backs homerism is only exceeded by that of the play-by-play guy. Trust me, I know Arizona sports well. I'm just saying that the D-backs played well against the Braves, and now they have a closer. And that was the reason they lost the 3 games against the Braves before. Do I think it's going to happen? I don't even know if the D-backs make the playoffs. Do I think it's going to happen? No. The only team that could, I think. But do I think it will? No. No. If I had to pick my favorite team to beat the Braves in a series, it'd be the D-backs. But the Braves will win in 5. But let me put it that way. If they played in the NLCS, they would win in 5. I want to make that very clear. I want to make that extremely clear. They play in a series, I'm taking the Braves 10 times out of 10. I'm just saying, of all the teams in the NFL, or the MLB, in the NL, who is the best shot? Probably the D-backs, just because of the regular season. We have a $2 from Zach. Thank you so much for that. Thank you for the memberships earlier and for all your generosity. The Josh Allen Bowl was a fun game. It was a fun game. I thought that the media overhyped the Josh Allen Bowl. It was like, okay, cute story, but come on, this is getting insane. And then Josh Allen really had the game of his life, one of the best games by any Jags defender ever. I'm like, okay, this actually worked. How the Jaguars won that game, I have no clue. That was one of those games where you look at Urban Meyer and whatnot, and it was like, how the heck did we win? Maybe there's something there. But I think that it came out that the players told Meyer, like, go easy on the players in practice. Like, we're getting beat up. And Meyer listened. Yeah, that's my take on the D-backs. I don't even know if we make the playoffs or not. I don't know. As my mouse has vanished yet again. I think it might be dead. I just have to recharge it every now and then. So I'm going to recharge during commercial breaks while the clock is stopped. I'm not doing anything. So right now I don't see any comment. JG9-6 over the Bills. That's nice. Same thing with the Josh Allen, Rachel Jenkins play. I didn't celebrate until the referee confirmed that it was a fumble. How will Bill Jones mess up next week? Call them Los Angeles Raiders. I think Derek Carr is the QB. He'll do something. He'll do something bad. I don't know what he's going to do, but he'll do something. It's going to be bad. as always, with him. Josh Allen intercepted by Josh Allen. Josh Allen sacked by Josh Allen. It was great. Worst broadcast. Cowboys or Mike Goldberg with Donkey on color and Caillou as the sideline reporter. I mean, Donkey on color would be interesting at least. Donkey on color would be interesting. So for that alone, I would say that. Plus, you get to see Caillou cry on stream, which would be amazing. So I would say that. Get those Caillou emojis out there. We have them for a reason. Get them out. Yeah, I expect the team. That is true. It's a Ferrari strategy department of the NFL. As a Cowboys fan, you expect them to be better than not. Yep. I feel that. Look, they've been bad my whole life. This is like the first time I actually have hope for this team. No longer streaming on Twitch. I never did preseason games on Twitch. No, we're still doing trivia on Twitch. Every Wednesday night we do trivia on Twitch. I'm just moving the streams from the Q&A streams. I'm moving them over to YouTube. But we are still doing the game zone. We are doing YouTube and whatnot. All right, first down. Handoff goes to Deuce, and the Deuce gets brought down at the 8-yard line. A nice open field tackle there. Brought down for a loss of 3 on the play from Smith. Tyreek Smith. Will the NFL ever schedule Labor Day weekend? No, it's not good for the ratings. They've tried that before, and it never works out. Another handoff this time goes nowhere, balled up back to the 6-yard line. So back-to-back losses. 3rd and 15. Run to the same side both times, and both times they lose yards. 3rd and 15 coming up. Cowboys broadcast like the fan base. What was a bigger upset at the time, Josh Allen Bowl or the Giants, Broncos, Al Michaels, Harvey Weinstein game? Probably Broncos, Giants. Probably Broncos, Giants. But it was a huge upset. All right, 3rd and 14. Ball at the 7. Greer. They rush 4. He's got time. Fires. Deep shot. Got a man. Interference? No. Looked like the arm maybe got there before, but he backed off just in time. Coverage on the play. You can credit that one to Artie Burns, the former first-round pick out of Miami, the former Steelers corner. Looked like he got, yeah. Oh, yeah, no, that should have been PI. It's been a rough day for this crew. That is absolutely PI. That is absolutely PI. I'm sorry. That is absolutely PI. You can tell early on. Ravens game, they're calling that PI. This has been a rough game for the officiating crew. They've been late on some stuff, some weird measurements. That should have been PI. Thoughts on position players throwing in blowouts. I completely understand it. I have no problem with it. I get it. You don't want to waste an arm in a meaningless game. I get it. I like the rule change, though, where you can only do it in the 9th inning. I like that because it got absurd. Seeing these guys throw like a 7th inning. It got absurd. It's not fair to the fans. So we have a penalty on the Cowboys. After this, let's go back up to the 3. Make it that much tougher of a punter for Brian Anger. Like 9th inning, blowout game? Yeah, I have no problem with it. Punt by Anger at his own 3. It's a booming kick. Got to retreat back to the 36-yard line. A beautiful punt. Turns to the 45, to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35, out of bounds to the 32-yard line. So despite the booming kick, it's only a net of 29 yards. The return on that play, with 6:35 left, to Tyjon Lindsey. Tyjon Lindsey on the return, the undrafted man out of Oregon State. With your booth, with Sanchez as color commentary, and with you as play-by-play, which network would you want to be on with that booth? Probably CBS. Better camera quality than Fox. So I'd probably do that. Seahawk ball at around the 32-yard line. 37-yard line. That's where they're going to mark it. Holden throws. He's got a man on crossing power down to the 30-yard line. Once again, it is Lindsey with a big return. 2nd and 3 coming up. Liberty, I remember watching Monday Football after Jerry Lewis. Yes. Yes. I don't think they're ever going to do it again. They will never do it again. Cowboys Super Full Suit if they broadcast the game with no mistakes. Yeah, that's never going to happen. United did play better. Trey Lance looked better, but he did play against worse competition because Darnold was the number 2. 2nd and 2 coming up at the 29-yard line. Motion the wideout. It's a handoff. Goes once again to Thompson. Thompson bottled up. Back at the 31-yard line. Brought down on the play by Josh Butler, the undrafted rookie. The Butler did it. The Butler did it. 3rd and 5 coming up. The Raiders did finish their game with a win. This is the only game left. Only sporting event on at this time. Besides UFC, which is pay-per-view. We are at midnight. Past midnight. Am I a fan of UFC? Yes, but I don't watch the pay-per-view events. Catch the highlights, but not big enough to buy the pay-per-view or find a stream. Sometimes depending on the fight, but not usually. 3rd and 4 handoff once again goes to Thompson. Sir Roderick Thompson needed 4. He got 3. We'll see what they do here. 4th and 1. Yeah, Texas seems to not have good broadcasts. Do not have good broadcasts. Texans broadcast was not good, but the Cowboys broadcast is something else entirely. Make a broadcast with only Sesame Street announcers. All right, let's do it after this play. 4th and 1. Will they try a QB sneak? Or they try and draw him offside? Holden takes the QB sneak and all discombobulated. They never look good from the start on that one. And it will be Cowboy ball, not even close. Could barely get back to the line of scrimmage. So despite the great field position off the punt, the Seahawks get nothing out of it. And the Cowboys take over at their own 28-yard line. They got no push whatsoever. Holden, it took a long time for him to even get the snap. And there was no hole at that point. It was bad. That was just bad all the way around. All right, so Booth with the Sesame Street crew. I mean, Bert and Ernie probably have the best chemistry together, so do that. And then let's just do Oscar as silent reporter. Let's just do that. Biggest choke. 0-1 Mariners. 0-7 Pats for 16 Warriors. Easy, 16 Warriors. Easy. Not even close. 0-1 Mariners ran to the Yankees. I can't blame you for losing to the Yankees. 0-7 Pats. They played a very good Giants team that they nearly lost during the regular season. On top of that, if it wasn't for one of the greatest plays of all time, it never happens. 16 Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. 16 Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. That has never happened before in the NBA Finals. It's not even close. And they had 2 games on their home court to do it. Patriots lost 1 game to a good football team that they nearly lost to in the regular season. Mariners lost to a juggernaut that won 4 of the last 5 World Series. 15-16 Warriors blew a 3-1 lead in the finals. It's not even close. Who was the YouTuber that ended that streamed the whole Raiders-Rams game from his TV? Because I'm assuming he will get a message from the NFL. Greatest World Series, 60, 91, or 16? Ooh, that's tough. Probably 91. I go 91. I mean, as a Cardinals / D-backs fan, I mean, I have to be biased and say 2011, but yeah. Yeah, Al Michaels, that's one of his best calls. That might be his best football call ever. His best football call ever is probably He Did What. Best call ever is He Believe in Miracles. That's the best call ever had. But the best football call was He Did What. Followed closely behind by Got It, but there was a flag down. There's a flag down. The players are running onto the field. Getting close to the minute here in Jonesboro. I'll watch tomorrow's streams. Good night. Thank you so much, GPFSI. Thank you so much, as always, for tuning in for these streams. Almost made the whole 9 hours, but I completely get it. It's going to be 1 in the morning. And getting close. Hit on Paul Allen's call. Oh, phenomenal. Phenomenal. Remember, that's the Vikings radio broadcast. It's not the national broadcast. So I have no problem with that. He summed up what every Vikings fan was thinking. I have no problem with that call. That was a great call. That was probably his best call ever. You could feel the anguish and the heartbreak in his voice, and I cannot wait for the documentary, the Dorktown one, to cover that. Right, Greer, they motion Vaughn over. From the far side to the near side, back to the line of scrimmage he goes before he is bottled up on the play. Looked like on that one, That was Derek Hall. It looked like 58 came in on that one, the second-round pick out of Auburn. Or, excuse me, not 58. That was 98, actually. My apologies for that. Levi Bell, the undrafted rookie. Honestly, 97 was a great World Series. 97 was a great World Series. Was the Miracle Night not being live a bad thing? Yes, 100%. Because some people knew. It ruins the mystique. Throw in the flat. That ball is caught. Gain of 2. 3rd and 8. Throw there to Hunter Lupke. You know, Al Michaels is great. Maybe the best play-by-play man of all time. Not counting Vin Scully. He might be the best play-by-play man ever. Just his time has passed him. How does college football TV coverage work? Is it team by team or just whoever wants the game gets it? I mean, conferences have deals. So it's really based on TV deals with conferences. And that's what happens here. Longhorns football preseason broadcast. Oh, that'd probably be terrible. You can probably watch spring practice with the Longhorn Network. You can probably do that. 3rd and 8. Fires on the run. That ball is caught at the 48-yard line into Seattle territory. He goes after a nice grab by Dennis Houston. And Houston, we have a problem because the Cowboys are up 22 yards down to the Seahawks' 48-yard line. I do have 3 cats. You don't think you'll have an allergic reaction through the camera. I don't think it works like that. Greatest NFC Championship, 90, 98, 11, or 14. All right, 14 was massively overrated. 14 stunk. Honestly, 14 was a sloppy game. Crazy final 5 minutes in overtime, but it stunk. If I had to choose one, I think I would go 98, but 11 is up there. 11 was a phenomenal game. Greer taking off and run himself down to the 41-yard line, so 2nd and 3 coming up, eventually brought down on the play by Jonathan Sutherland, the undrafted rookie. Because I think we did last time the top 5 NFC championships. So I think we decided on 98, 07, 13, 11, and I think 18 was what we decided on. With 90 being awfully close. No, 81. 81 was what we decided on. 81 was the best. Kenny Albert on the call. I can live with that. Kenny Albert's very good. I can live with that. Oh, doesn't that mean Vilma? Does it mean Vilma? Oh, no. Oh, that means Vilma. That means Vilma. Oh, Jesus. Oh, that means Vilma. Oh, I like Kenny Albert, but Jonathan Vilma, no. No. Hypothetically, Fox, SEC, ESPN, ACC, NBC, Big Ten. Well, you have CBS also, but yeah, you could do that. 1st and 10. Oh, he did not accept the snap. Greer did not accept the sack. He has to go down at the 38-yard line. He did not expect that sack, and there's definitely going to be a penalty on that one for illegal motion or something. Yep, illegal motion. Will they accept the penalty? It will be declined, so it is a loss of 1. You could rank 83 top 5. You could. I won't do it just because you got the catch 98, 07, 11, and 13. I got to put up there, but you could do it. Just never expected the snap. Matt Farnick on the snap there at center. Paul Allen, the comeback game, was the most savage announcer ever. Oh, I have not heard the call from that game. I honestly have not heard the call. I got to hear that. 2nd and 12, as a man jumps, play is blown dead. It's 1:03 left in the quarter. Let's just take the clock down. Seahawks say the Cowboys. I think the Seahawks jump first. From what I could tell, I think the Seahawks jump first. I did not see any flinching. It is neutral zone. It is a neutral zone infraction. That's what I thought. So 2nd and 7 come up. Penalty there on Jordan Ferguson, the undrafted rookie. So 2nd and 6 coming up. Best pairing for college football. There are some good pairings. There are some good pairings in college. I like the ESPN pairing with Fowler and Herbstreit. I like that. Chris Myers, Panthers Falcons. My condolences to anyone who has to listen to that. Chris Myers, Jags Texans. Oh, that's going to be a joy. That's going to be an absolute joy. I cannot wait for that. Listening to his voice and getting names wrong. I cannot wait. 2nd and 7. Fires over the middle. Wide open. That ball is caught down at the 19-yard line. Retreats course back down to the 22-yard line. Then he pushes forward to the 19-yard line. That might be the final play of the quarter. Catch there. Credit to Dontario Drummond. He's been in on the action a bit in this second half. A former undrafted player entering his 2nd season out of Ole Miss. Why the Colts hire Saturday as head coach? Good question. Beats me. Beats me. It's a terrible mistake. It's a terrible mistake. McDonald Blackledge is a good pairing. McDonald Blackledge is a good pairing. He's good for college football. He's not good for the NFL. He's not good for the NHL. Keith Jackson, Bob Greasy. That was a great pairing. That was a great pairing. All right. 19-yard line. Cowboys down by 3. Best safety achievement. Why was it 90 Bills Raiders? If you like games that are over after 10 minutes, I've got a good game for you. Right up there with the 2022 NFC Championship as the greatest games of all time. Who is the NFL and CBS announcer playing for the worst game of the week? I think Tom McCarthy does select games, so he'll be the worst. I think the lowest one on the totem pole right now is Spiro and Jay. I think that's the lowest on the totem pole right now. I think Tom McCarthy, Tiki Barber is going to be very, very bad. Who is McCarthy? But he's doing select games. He's not doing... Let's see. Oh, no, McCarthy's on the actual thing. McCarthy, Lofton, Feely. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's the worst. Chris Lewis is doing games with McCourty and Russ Tucker. I feel like that could actually be pretty good. But McCarthy, Lofton, Feely, that's the worst. That's the worst. Yeah, Mark Schlereth is terrible. He's one of the worst color commentators out there. 11 quarters down. 1 more to go in this marathon. The Cowboys get a Spiro game? No, Cowboys will always get a top 2 team on CBS or Fox. They'll always get one. Worst decision Khan has made as the owner of the Jags other than hiring Urban Meyer. Giving Gus Bradley such a huge leash is up there. Albert and Moose are great. Moose is the most underrated color commentator. He's been doing it for so long. He is so good at what he does. Now, Moose is great. Yeah, I don't know why they split him up, but he's very, very good. Very consistent. You know exactly what you're getting. Tom Brady and Tony Romo broadcast the game. I feel like they just talk over each other the whole time. Although, I don't know what Brady's like as a broadcaster. I don't know. We haven't heard him yet. So he might be very mellow, very reserved. I feel like he'd be more the Greg Olsen type. Constantine CM Punk. All right, the Seahawks broadcast is so good that every single time they come back from commercial, they show the same exact shot of the Washington Lottery Department of Imagination. The same exact shot. Like, switch it up. Like, come on. Greg Gumbel should stay in the studio. Yeah, I mean, yeah, studio he's good, but he's done broadcasting games. He is not broadcasting any NFL games this season, which is good. He has been terrible for a long time now, and thank goodness he's not doing any more games. He was so bad. His prime was good, but so bad at the very end. All right, 1 quarter left of football today. We've almost made it. Thoughts on Ron Pitts? Handoff to Deuce, loss of 1. Not the best, not the worst. Johnson always gets Cowboys games, and I can't imagine why. Might have to do some effect that he played for the Cowboys. I did a video on Johnson and his time with the team. I did a video on that with Moose and whatnot. It's been a long, long night. We're almost at the finish line, folks, in this 9-hour marathon of our 2nd and 11. Motion the wide out. Greer. Seahawks rush 5. Nice spin move to get past the line and force Greer to slip in the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Intercepted! Intercepted on the play. Taken out to the 5, to the 10, to the 15, and out of bounds at the 21-yard line. Threw for the end zone on the run, and it gets picked off on the play. Picked off there by Trey Brown. What can Brown do for you? He can save you a touchdown. Trey Brown working in coverage one-on-one. One-on-one in coverage, working against Simi Fehoko. And Trey Brown out to the 21-yard line. Will Greer, a costly mistake. Good pressure by the Seahawks, forcing Greer to step up and throw on the run. And then Brown does the rest. I low-key like Spiro. He's okay. He's gotten better. I will say Spiro has gotten better. I like the fact that they're repairing him with Adam Archuleta. It's a nice pairing. It was good back in the day with CBS. They were finally finding their footing and their chemistry. And then they decided, you know what? Let's put Spiro with Jay, who offers no insight. And let's put Amar Gilletta with Greg Gumbel, who was lost 10,000 steps. And that did not work. Would I ever do a video on the NFL with TNT? Yes. So I've been wanting to do that video for a while. It'll be like an hour, 2 hour long documentary. So it'll be a lot. Cowboys crew intercepted by Trey Herndon. Why did CBS switch Nance and Gumbel in 04? That's a good question. I think that is a good question. I think part of it was that Fox was changing their crew at the time, and CBS just wanted to keep up. Yeah, Gumbel was terrible at the very end. Could Spiro get to number 2? No chance. No chance. Obviously, Nance is not going anywhere. Ian Eagle's not going anywhere. Kevin Harlan's not going anywhere. And I think right now, Catalan's ahead of him on the depth chart. So I don't think he's going anywhere. I don't think Spiro's ever getting to number 2. He's too far buried on the depth chart. Now, if he switches to Fox, maybe. 2001 XFL, there's nothing I can add that hasn't been said already. There's nothing I can add. ESPN did a whole documentary. There's nothing I could add. The U.S. National Highway Transportation Safety Association just did a don't text and drive advert with an F1 driver. Interesting. Burkhart. Yeah, I like Burkhart. He's very good. I like Burkhart. I thought I missed another Cowboy or Jags Ravens AFC title. I would love that. Odell was very good. He played over a decade. He was a very good fullback with the Cowboys. Moose was phenomenal. 2020 XFL, I mean, there have been so many videos on that. I don't think I could add anything. Yeah, but Spiro, yeah, you know your team is bad when Spiro does a lot of your games. We had Andrew Catalan, Hall of Famer James Lofton for so many games. That's when you knew. Kevin Harlan should be a number 1 on some network, maybe Prime. Yeah, I think at some point after Mal Michaels' contract is up, I think it's a 3-year deal, so he's in year number 2. 2 more years, Michaels hangs it up for good, and then my guess is that someone tries to pull double duty, and that could very well be Kevin Harlan. Oh, McCarthy, please don't tell me McCarthy would ever be a 4. He's so bad. Play action in the flat. That ball is caught for a gain of 6. I believe that's Nick Ballore on the catch. It was 47, but there is no 47 on the depth chart, so I'm assuming it's Ballore. Yeah, Spiro's just buried on the depth chart. That's really all it comes down to. He's buried. Will Joe Davis take over number 1 on Fox as long as Burkhart is around? As long as Burkhart's around, no, but eventually he will. Eventually he will. And he's good. He's earned it. Why did Romo get bad all of a sudden? He didn't do any prep work. That's the problem. As Holden going to try and run for the first down. He's got to the 30. Slides down for the 34-yard line. Gain a 7. Good enough for a first down for Holden Allers. The problem with Romo is that the first year, he relied on instincts. And his instincts were right. And he could get away with a lot of stuff because of that. His instincts were right because he knew the league and he could provide great insight. The problem is that now we're 5-6 years later, and he's still trying to rely on his instincts without doing the prep work necessary. So he's talking over guys. He's not letting the moment breathe. He's calling guys by the wrong name. He's offering no insight whatsoever. He's just offering random mannerisms that are just annoying to listen to. Handoff goes to Wayne Talapa. Gain of 1. Advertisement for the U.S. Army in Spanish. Bold strategy, Con. Our tax dollars going to work at that one. So that's our tax dollars at work. We're going to advertise for the Army in Spanish. Have I seen this year's awful announcing best worst MLB announcers list? I have. D-backs are pretty right where I would rank them about. Mets are near the top. Giants are always great, so no surprises there. 2nd and 9. Play action. Holden fires for a first down. He's got it wide open to the 50 and down at the 49-yard line. It's a nice grab there by Tyjon Lindsey, having a nice second half. Had a big punt return earlier. Into Dallas territory, the Seahawks go following the interception by Brown. 12 minutes left in this one. Seahawks leading by 3. Have a good night, Jackson. Have a good night. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you for being a member, as always. Thank you so, so much. First down at the 49-yard line. For the 30 of you in here, thank you so, so much. Past midnight on the East Coast. We are in the home stretch. Holden fires one-on-one. He's got a man. Oh, dropped it right in the bucket. Incomplete pass, though. A heck of a throw Put it just wide enough to the sideline where only the receiver could make a play because the safety was coming over. John Hall, the undrafted rookie, the intended target on the play. 01 XFL, 2020 XFL have been done, but have they both been done in one video? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, Kevin Harlan, I mean, he does radio, so that's probably why. But if he can get out of those games, he'll do Amazon. My guess is that Amazon will throw some money at Harlan. 2nd and 10, ball at the 49-yard line. Holden. They rush 4. They almost get to him. They do. He fumbles the ball, picks it up. So disaster avoided, but they're going to be back in their own territory at the 45-yard line. Fortunate not to fumble that once. A loss of 6. 3rd and 16 coming up. Easiest catches are the hardest ones to make. Yes, they are. I mean, that was not an easy catch, but it was a great throw. Strip sack there on the play by the Cowboys. Isaiah Land on the strip sack there. The undrafted rookie out of Florida A&M. Worst preseason broadcast, Cowboys-Jaguars. Cowboys-Jaguars was a train wreck. Just a draw play on 3rd and 15. He's got some room. He might get the first down. He's going to. With a nice block by the wide receiver. He's still on his feet. Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. What a run there. 35-yard run by Sir Roderick Thompson, who's looking very, very good today. 35-yard run. I mean, I think in the booth they did fine. And the play is going to make you make a roster. The wide receiver, who made the block, the downfield block, that looked like, was that again? Was that 81? Was that Lindsey again? Oh, that's how you make a roster. That is how you make a roster. All right, they're saying you went out at the 25-yard line. So the clock is stopped. Remember the Cowboys are challenging the spot? The Seahawks are challenging the spot. Either way, it is a McCarthy challenging the spot of the run. Marked at the 25-yard line. Did Bucky Brooks yell, "Oh no," again this year? I mean, we haven't had any turnovers besides the Soup Connor one, so I don't think so. I haven't listened to any Jags preseason broadcasts because the first 2 were the road broadcasts. Do you like radio or watching football? Oh, watching. It's not a good sport for radio. It's honestly not a great sport for radio. But watching is so much better. All right, so Dallas is challenging the spot. Yeah, Jerry Glanville was interesting. All right, so let's see. I have not seen a replay yet. Dallas thinks he stepped out before he got the first down, and now they go to a commercial break, so we don't even know. As it stands, it's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Other than looking good in a suit, Joey Harrington didn't last long as Fox color football analyst. Yeah, not surprised. Pretty talented man, though. Really good piano player. Back in 1980, Al Michaels called the college football game for ABC. I do not remember that. Yeah, Jerry Glanville was a NASCAR driver, too. There are some crazy stories with Glanville and his time in the studio. I did a video on one of them, but there were some crazy times, especially with poll. I mean, we can do a poll. I have not seen the replay, so I can't even say. I'm just guessing at this one. We have not seen any replay. Okay, let's see. Will the Cowboys win this challenge? Worst play-by-play crew to call a Super Bowl? Probably just in terms of prestige. I mean, Gumbel Sims was not great. That's probably the worst. Jerry Glanville or Gwen. Just give this up to become a NASCAR driver? Yeah. Glanville better giving us NFL comedy in Houston or Atlanta? Oh, Houston. Houston by far. Harlan's very good at his radio calls, but it is tough. Because problem is that in TV, you have to assume that the viewers are smart and they can watch what's happening. And radio, you have to assume they can't see anything. You have to describe everything in great detail. So it's very, very different. Especially providing color commentary on the radio when the viewers have no idea what you're talking about because you're describing everything by ear. It's insane. Gumbel Sims better than Nan Sims? Oh, I would not. Okay, the very end, they were better. Nan Sims at the very end was not good because Sims was just so bad. But mid-2000s Sims, yeah. Now, Collinsworth, It's where Collinsworth, if it's not the Packers or the Chiefs, totally fine. Let's see. Is that foot? It looks like it is on the white. It looks like it is on the white. So this will be coming back just a bit. It will still be enough for a first down, but that foot is definitely on the white. That foot is definitely on the white. 58% of you say no, they will not win that challenge, but I think this one is going to get overturned. I assume the Seahawks are going to be scary, really good chance to win the division. I'm not sold about Geno. Geno did not look at the second half of the season. All right, so he did step out, but it was not. It was a first down. It was a first down. I think the Cowboys lost their timeout. Again, I'm not listening with any audio. Yes, so ruling on the field stands. Ruling on the field stands. So saying he did not step out. I'm a bit surprised by that. A bit surprised by that. So the thing with Collinsworth, if he's talking about Rodgers or Mahomes, it's insufferable. Any other team, he's fine. He's a good broadcaster. Holding going deep. He's got a man. Oh, you got to hit that throw. You got to hit that throw. Incomplete pass. Well out of bounds. Intended target was Derike Young. Man, you got to hit that throw. Got to hit that throw. So, best number 2 announcing team from CBS and NBC. Ooh. I think Trumpy was number 2. That crew was good. Trumpy was very, very good. And number 2, I mean, Iron Eagle Charles Davis is very, very good for CBS. They might be better than the one team. 2nd and 10, QB keeper on the RPO, and Holden takes it down to the 19-yard line. 3rd and 4 coming up. I'm used to anti-Cowboys surfaces. It's awful. Yeah, it's not good. Who's calling the game on NFL Network? The Seahawks broadcasters. I don't know who they are. I don't think they show their face on camera today, but I don't know who they are. Rodgers home Sunday Football Week 4. Oh, man. Like, my favorite part, like, if you watch the Jaguars-Chiefs game, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Jaguars, Trevor Lawrence drops a dime, a 60-yard dime, and it gets dropped by Christian Kirk. And Collinsworth says that's a throw you have to make. Like, that's a bad throw by Trevor. As play action fires to the end zone, incomplete pass, nice pass breakup on the play. Credit that one to D'Angelo Mandel, the undrafted rookie. Now, NBC number 2 is, we're talking like AFC package back in the 90s and the 80s. So he drops a 60-yard dime to Christian Kirk, who drops it. And Collinsworth, it's like, you got to hit that throw. You're Trevor Lawrence, you got to hit that throw. Then Patrick Mahomes throws a pass into the dirt. And Collinsworth says, that's a great play by Mahomes. That's a great play by Mahomes. I'm like, come on! Like, are you kidding me? The field goal attempt by Myers is up, and it hugs the left upright and in, 20-14. Will Dallas ever get pants that match their helmets? It's been 60 years. It will probably never happen. Yeah, it was literally an incomplete pass into the ground. He threw it into the dirt, and they called it a great play. Collinsworth just gasped over that throw like he saw the Odell Beckham catch. Like, you got to be kidding me. A 60-yard throw, and you're calling it a bad throw, and then he throws it into the dirt, and you're calling it the best thing you've seen? I mean, come on. Second back quickly got woken up by cats fighting outside my house. Wow, that stinks. That stinks. Play game for is Kate Scott. Per Twitter bio, typically goes Sixers games. Alma mater might be home with him 2024 conference. We have no clue what they're going to be in. Would they be a good team for a real game team that EA keeps using Madden? I mean, Madden chemistry is very different because you're not really bouncing lines off each other. Brennan Gaudin and Charles Davis, yeah. I mean, you're not taking Charles Davis off Iron Eagle though. No, Collinsworth was not being sarcastic. He was not being sarcastic. He then talked about why that was a great throw. Because he felt pressure, and if he threw that ball, it was going to be a pick, so he just threw it into the dirt instead. Yeah, the arm angle. Yeah. He was not being sarcastic. He was being completely serious. And I'm like, come on. I'm like, are you kidding me? They were just gushing over Mahomes, and he wasn't even playing that well that game. Trevor was very ho-hum. So I think Collinsworth is good and NBC is good for every team not named the Chiefs or the Packers. Or I guess now it'd be the Jets. Now it'd be the Jets because it'd be Rodgers. If he's not talking about Rodgers or Mahomes, like the memes are real. Worst play-by-play man of the 80s? Oh man, there are some bad ones. There are some bad play-by-play mans. I don't know if I can narrow it down. 80s broadcast teams were not very good. A lot of them were not very good. Remember when Charles Davis wanted the Jets to throw the ball against the Bills with the Jets running back saying 10 yards per carry and running down the clock? Yeah, that is kind of stupid. If ain't broke, don't fix it. Run out the clock. Why not? All right, 20-14. Seahawks kicking off to the Cowboys. 9:35 left in the final game of this triple header. Again, thank you for tuning in and sticking with me if you've been here for all 3 games. Got a lot of work to do after the game. Show me the game. Oh, there it is. I'm legally not allowed to show the game. It's on NFL Network if you want to watch, or NFL Plus. I'm legally not allowed to show the game. How come Dick Enberg didn't get the #1 announcer job when NBC got the NFL back? NBC didn't get the NFL back in '98. No, Dick Enberg was on Dick Enberg was NBC and they lost the rights. It's the other way around. Dick Enberg was on NBC and they lost the rights. Best studio host: Costas, JB, or Musburger? Look, JB is just a consummate professional. He keeps the show moving. His monologues, when he does, are great, but he doesn't take the focus of the show. I think JB is the best studio host that ever has been. For NFL, I think JB is the best one. He's for CBS. How come Dick Enberg didn't get the #1 job? I think they just wanted their own crew. You saw that with Fox also. They were like, okay, we're going to get Matt and Summerall, and then we're just going to get everyone else. We're going to make our own stamp. When Collinsworth calls Chiefs Jets, a lot of people will be reaching for the mute button. That's what will happen. Handoff up the middle for the Cowboys. Back to the line of scrimmage he goes. No gain on the play. Tim Ryan was pretty bad. Odell catch ruined his career. No, I wouldn't say that. If you buy a Baselli tier membership, you get to watch what JG9 watches. How do I watch the game on YouTube Live? I don't know what you're... I mean, I'm watching it on TV then talking about it. The game is on NFL Network. So if you want to watch it, it's on NFL Network. He was never touched down. Running back was never touched down to the 28-yard line. I don't know why they're just not going split screen with this interview because we want to see. Yeah, there's no way to watch it for free unless you want to stream it illegally. But again, I'm not going to advocate for any of that. I'm legally not allowed to show the game. It's a violation of every copyright law in the book. And I, as a law student, will not do that. I graduated law school with my JD. When will Ian Eagle become the #1 play-by-play man? Within the next 10 years. Once Nance retires. I give it 10 more years. I think what's going to happen is Nance hangs it up at like 2032 for NFL. He does golf and just sticks with golf for the rest of his career. And then it's going to be Ian Eagle taking over. Yeah, Fox took JB and Bradshaw from CBS. Yeah. No, Menifee's good. Don't get me wrong. Menifee is good, but JB is the best that ever has been. And the Seahawks are challenging that the runner was down before he was touched. Let's do a poll. Let me know, will the Seahawks win this challenge? Let me know in the comments, yes or no. Was the runner touched? Again, we don't know because they showed an interview. Because this broadcast has been very, very bad. They showed an interview during the play in question instead of showing a replay, and then they cut to a commercial break. So we have no clue. So we're just guessing at this point. Was he down? Will the Seahawks win this challenge? They have none left, although if they do get this one right, they will have one left because it will be their third 2 successful challenges. So we'll see. If it gets reversed, it'll be 3rd and 8. If it stands, it'll be 3rd and 2. Oh, Menifee is terrible at play-by-play. He is terrible. He does USFL. He is so bad for that. No, Menifee is great. Menifee is great as a studio host. I just think JB is better. Kurt Menifee is A tier, but James Brown, JB, is S tier. Since Noah Eagle is doing Big Ten games for NBC, does this mean he won't be doing the Nick NFL game? I have no clue. They have not announced the Nickelodeon broadcaster besides Nate Burleson. I hope he does, because they make such a good pairing. Noah and Nate made that broadcast function the way it does, because that is not an easy job, and Noah Eagle handled that flawlessly. I am worried if Noah Eagle is not on that broadcast. It's gonna be any good. I am worried because it is tough to duplicate. I cannot speak after 9 hours to replicate that chemistry that he had with Nate. So I don't think so. Nance, yeah, he hung it up for March Madness, so he's slowly dialing it back. So March Madness, he's no longer doing. Iron Eagle's number 1 for that now, which is good. Nance was never great at basketball. He was never great at basketball. Iron Eagle was better at basketball. NFL and golf, he's still doing, but I think eventually he will cut back on NFL and not do those games, and he'll just stick with golf. Because golf's his favorite. Nick should put in Iron Eagle. I mean, Iron Eagle will be phenomenal. I mean, you replace Noah with Iron, no problem with that. I don't know if Iron would do it. Working on Christmas, I don't think that would be in his contract, but you never know. All right, let's see. 62% of you think that the Seahawks will win this challenge. We're going to watch a replay right now. This will tell us more. The handoff there went to Hunter Luepke, the fullback. Was he touched down? I'm not sure there's enough to overturn it. Oh, no, he was grasped. The face mask was grasped. Face mask was grasped, so he should be down. So I think the Seahawks should win this challenge. Let's see. Yep, the Seahawks win the challenge. So they do win both of their challenges. Again, this crew has been terrible, refereeing crew. So 3rd and 8. Seahawks win the challenge. Will Greer drops back. Seahawks rush 4. He's looking to avoid the pressure. He cannot. Down he goes back at the 18-yard line. Back at the 18-yard line. It is Derek Hall, the team's 2nd-round pick out of Auburn, making Will Greer's life a living hell on that play. Cowboys forced to punt. Quick 3 and out for them. Not what they needed. So 64% of you were right. It's weird. It says 64% say yes, 35% say no, so I don't know what the other 1% is. Block punt! Block punt into the end zone! Who's going to fall on it? It's Cowboys who fall on it, but he runs backwards. That is a safety. That is a safety. He stepped in the end zone. He stepped in the end zone. He stepped in the end zone. It's a safety, so still a 1-possession game with 7:59 left. Saving the possible touchdown there, you can credit Rico Dowdle. But a bad quarter for the Cowboys on special teams. First, you allow a big return to Lindsey on the last punt, and then there, the blocking was just all off. Rico Dowdle actually was the one who saved the safety, but really, he was the one that blew the block. So, he was the reason that even happened in the first place. So, Rico Dowdle, again, you're going to make the roster. You got to be good on special teams. Rico Dowdle already had an uphill climb. You got 4 running backs making the roster. I figure it's going to be Davis, Dowdle, Jones, or Jones, Pollard, Vaughn, and Davis. Dowdle always had a tough gig ahead of him. And that's not going to help matters much. Do you think ESPN's reality competition Dream Job? I've never heard of that. I've actually never heard of that. I've never heard of Dream Job. Do I think it's disrespectful? I mean, look, if they did the job, I mean, I don't have a problem with it. As long as they were qualified. I think it's more disrespectful when a lot of these guys have no experience and get these jobs. Like when Jason Witten overtakes guys, I think that's more disrespectful than anything. Where's 2022 rank among all-time seasons? It's top 25, top 20. You're watching the game through the reflection on the glass. If you can make out anything, more power to you. I've never seen Dream Job. I've never seen that. Softfather Chiefs? I don't know. Best season in Monday Football in terms of best games? Oh, easily 2000. It's not even close. Easily 2000. Punt is bobbled and fielded at the 19-yard line and taken out to the 34-yard line by Lindsey, who's had a pretty good second half. So 1st and 10 at the 34. Yep, 9 hours. We have been on for 9 straight hours. Triple header of preseason games. It has been a long day. A long day. But it is coming to an end soon. 8 minutes left. Buck, he was okay. Menifee was better. If I commentated the Mississippi State Louisiana Tech on the high snap, I would just be laughing the whole time. I'd be laughing the whole time. I realize that Black Flags welcome to the stream. Didn't even realize that. Welcome to the stream. Handoff down to the 36-yard line. Gain of 2. Mike Goldberg is a host. Oh, he would just botch names left, right, and center. Any games tomorrow? Yes, there's one game. It's Saints Chargers. If the game happens because of the hurricane, if it happens, we are going to do that. Yeah, Monday Night Football had Jets Dolphins, Packers Vikings. It had the Broncos Rams opener. Had a lot of really close games as well. Seahawks Chiefs was a good one. Yeah, Monday Night Football in 2000 was phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. 2nd and 7. Ball is at the 36-yard line. Gotta get to the 44. Yes, ball's at 36. Gotta get to the 44. Why is this a 2nd and 7? It should be 2nd and 8. Holden fires. Back shoulder throw. And that is incomplete. Good effort there on the play by Lindsey. But no. It's a 2000 Monday Night Football game called the He Did What game. I think it's the Antonio Freeman game. Not the He Did What game. I think it's the Antonio Freeman game. 38 to 36 coming up. And we are still live. It's been a long, long day. All right, 3rd and 7. Yeah, the scoreboard was terrible, though. Holding gonna run for the first down. He's got to the 45 to the 50. Slides out the 45-yard line. A nice run there by Holden Allers. Down to the 45 of Dallas. Needed 7 yards. Got about 17. First down with about 7 minutes left in the contest. Currently 1 a.m. on the East Coast. The polls have closed, and now we name the Cowboys, Giants, Eagles, Vikings, Seahawks, and 49ers as the winning of the seeding. Yeah, Pats v. Fins. I mean, that was just, it was so bad. Why they ever thought that was a good idea for a scoreboard, I have no clue. Let's abbreviate the nicknames. A video just surfaced of 49er fans fighting in the stands. Is it an old video? Because that I feel like that happens all the time. Flag on the play. False start back up at 5 yards to midfield. Work on the radio crew now. Yeah, they had Bronx. They couldn't add the extra letter. It just had to be Bronx. What made no sense is that if you can only fit 6 characters, just do Denver. Just do Denver. 9 hours almost equaling Red Zone. No, it's more than Red Zone. Red Zone's 1 to 7:30. Red Zone's 1 to 7:30. This is longer than Red Zone. I mean, the best era for intros was definitely early 2010s. Definitely. You know, we have surpassed Red Zone at this point. We have surpassed Red Zone. Yeah, thank goodness that the Jags and Lions played. As that is a wide receiver end around, it is going to be Lindsey bottled up behind the line. Loss of about 5 on the play. Big tackle there. You can credit Harper for the hit. Devin Harper on there. Second about 20 coming up. Knee was down before the ball came out. So no fumble there. Eagles abbreviation. I mean, I think they did 6 characters, so I feel like Eagles was probably just Eagles. Worst current score bugs. Oh, Premier League is the worst right now. I don't know what they were thinking with Premier League. I don't know what they were thinking Premier League. So bad. So bad. It looks cartoonish, almost. The number's too big. It looks like a video game. He's done a great job today with all the games. I've been here for them all. I just wish my Cowboys could play some games right now. They're not looking good so far this year. Yeah, it's been rough. But thank you so much for tuning in, Trevor. Thank you again for being a member. Thank you so, so much. All right, that pass over the middle, that ball is caught. Get back to the 45-yard line. You know, Red Zone, they don't do Sunday football. They're done at 7:30. If Fox hears NBA, Gus Johnson play, main guy, absolutely. NFL Red Zone syndication package, I don't think so. I don't think it's going to happen. MLB on Fox is bad. I mean, Davis is pretty good. The scoreboard's bad. I hate the scoreboard. 3rd and 9, 5 minutes left. Holden, as they rush for you, escapes the pocket. He fires. That ball is caught at the 32-yard line. First down and then some. It's Lindsey once again. Lindsey. Tyjon Lindsey, the undrafted rookie. I think he's had 5 catches so far in this half. Ball at the 32-yard line. Gain of 13 there. Let's actually check the exact stats. I don't have the box score in front of me. Let's check the exact stats. Lindsey having a phenomenal game. 3 catches, 36 yards, plus a nice punt return as well. They're at wide receiver. Obviously, you think Lockett's making it. DK Metcalf. JSN is making it. And then there's a bit of a battle after that. Eskridge, you think, is making it. He had such a high draft status last year. So if he goes to number 5, I mean, Lindsey's making a case. Handoff to the near side, down to the 29-yard line. Run there by Thompson, who's had a pretty good game. 2nd and 7. Rank the networks based on how they present the NFL. Man, that's tough. I would say ESPN's last, CBS is 1, NBC is 2, Fox is 3. Yeah, they did not do that for the Titans. But they did do Jags, JGS, not Z, although Z would be cool. Because it's 2000, everything's got to have a Z. How short would the regular season need to be if the NFL expanded to do a postseason for all teams? Really, you just need to add one more round. So, 16 games? As that run next to him by Thompson down to the 25-yard line. Cowboys have 2 timeouts. We'll see if they start using them. 3rd and about 3 coming up. Because really, right now, you could do 16 teams in the playoffs. Just get rid of the bye. So you add one more round for 32. Really, 16 games in 3. They called Lindsey the former Raider running back. Yeah, that's not true. That's not even the slightest bit true. Oh, God bless this Cowboys broadcast. I wish I was watching right now. They're so bad. So bad. All right, 3rd and 3. The Seahawks are going to take it all the way down and call it a timeout. They've got 2 left. Oh, the Fox 2011 scorebug is the best. I don't know why they ever changed it. That was the peak. They had everything they needed. JC or JX? Oh, JX is 10 times better. 10 times better. It's not even close. JX is so much better. It's the abbreviation for airports, the abbreviation for the city. Why was ever JC? I have no clue. I have no clue. Pink was also kind of big at the time, so she probably wanted more money as well. Versus Faith Hill, who was kind of hadn't had a hit in a while, so probably was cheaper to get. Like, Pink was in her prime. I don't think she wanted to do that. I don't know what the exact reason is, but maybe. Because Pink was kind of in her prime in 2006. Faith Hill was not in her prime in 2007 beyond. Faith Hill was in her prime in the late 90s, early 2000s. And Carrie Underwood was in her prime in the late 2000s before she did Sunday Football Theme. All right, 3rd and 3. Fake the handoff one way. Now it's play action. Look in the flat. It's not there, so it's going to throw out of bounds, incomplete. That's one, if you're holding, you might just want to take it. You might just want to eat that play and not throw the ball out of bounds and stop the clock. Why is it not AZ? Usually a lot of teams, unless it's a city like Green Bay, New Orleans, usually the rule of thumb is unless it's a city that is nicknamed with 2 names, you go with a 3-letter abbreviation. I like ARI better. If Kerry ever left Sunday Night Football, who would replace her? I don't know. That's an interesting question. I don't know who would replace her. Kick is up by Myers. It is no good! Jason Myers misses, and it is still a 1-possession game. That could have been the ball game right there, but instead the Cowboys will take over at the 32-yard line. Myers misses from 42 out. He's had a pretty good game so far. Had a long field goal in the first quarter. That not his finest hour. And Will Greer are going to take over 68 yards. Olivia Rigo, no, she doesn't have the voice for Sunday Night Football. She doesn't have the voice. Has to be a female artist who's big but not in her prime. Casey Musgraves, Kelsey Ballerini. I mean, Ballerini have the voice connection, so maybe. I don't. That's a question. I don't know. I don't know who it would be. 1st and 10 at the 32. Greer, they rush 4, steps from the pocket, fires, drag route, caught the 45 to the 50, down the 48-yard line. Cowboys have 2 timeouts left. The catch there made by Jalen Moreno Cropper. Jalen Moreno Cropper, the undrafted rookie. The 48-yard line, 1st down, and that ball is batted down incomplete. 2nd and 10. Coming up at the 48-yard line. Yeah, I don't think it'll ever be a male doing Sunday Night Football. So a flag on this play. We didn't have an abbreviation when it was Raiders and Rams. That would have been a conflict. Yeah, that would have been bad. Well, I think for that it was RAM and RAI. That's what it was. RAM was Rams and RAI was Raiders. Taylor Swift way too big. Pass interference on the defense, so move it up. Now Taylor Swift is way too big. The amount of money she would demand for Sunday football, no chance. Dua Lipa, Billie Eilish doesn't have the voice. Charlie XTX doesn't have the voice. Kelly Clarkson, that's the winner. That's the winner. Kelly Clarkson. Kelly Clarkson. That's the one. That's a perfect fit, actually. Versus at the 35-yard line. That's the winner. Lizzo can sing. Oh, yeah, that's not happening. Out route caught the 30-yard line. Down he goes for a gain of 5, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Catch there made on the gain of 5 by Tyron Johnson, the former Jaguar and Charger. So 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line when we get back. Again, there's no overtime in the preseason. Thank God for that. So the Cowboys, they score a touchdown. They will go for 2, and if they get it, tie game. Again, this would have been avoided if Jason Myers hit the field goal. Field of Dreams game, Bears, Packers at a high school stadium in a farmland in Kansas. Again, you're going to lose so much money. It's going to lose its charm. You'll lose its charm after 5 minutes. You know your town is small when the people in it support a team from a different part of the state than a team in their own town. Yeah. Amazon having a Sunday football style intro. I mean, I could. I mean, Monday Night Football has, or used to have, Sunday Football has. I could see Thursday night eventually doing that. I could see it. Fox NFL Sunday studio crew should do their pregame show live from Wild Adventures theme park. Do it live at Disney while riding the roller coasters. That would be fun. Ariana Grande will have a new song, Break Up With Your Wife. The long-awaited sequel. Oh my God, that's phenomenal. Oh man, I've been on for 9 hours. Over 9 hours since it's now 1:02. You have broken me with that one. With your generosity today and that comment, you just broke me. Oh my goodness. That was great. Yeah, both the Raiders and Rams were approved with LA, LRM and LRD. That would make sense. Yeah, Thursday Football 2016-17. Yeah, it was pentatonic, so it wasn't that good. It was not that good of an intro. I don't know. You just when you think of like intros, you think of like powerful rock anthems or orchestral, like big sounding, not an acapella group with 5 members. No disrespect to pentatonics. I love them. I've seen them in concert. They're really good. But yeah. Yeah, O.J. Simpson could do it. I don't even think he can sing, but Lady Gaga, too big. Too big. Kelly Clarkson's probably the best bet. Kelly Clarkson. If I had to pick someone besides Carrie Underwood, it's probably Kelly Clarkson. That was a great call by J Pink. And again, thank you for becoming a member. Lizzo singing the halftime show. Yeah, she's off the list. It's going to be Harry Styles. I think it's going to be Harry Styles. Harry Styles this year. Taylor Swift next year. And then I don't know who's going to do it after that. CBS graphics were the best from 81 to 85. I'll say this, they blew NBC's out of the water. NBC's 1984 graphics are hilariously outdated. It's like a futuristic space age theme, and it looks so bad. It lasted 1 season, and for good reason. NBC 84, look up those graphics. Terrible. Absolute, laughably bad, actually. Laughably bad. 2 minutes left in this one. 2nd and 5. We are almost there. Over 9 hours on stream. I have to do a video after this, and I've got to do, I got to eat after this. Do a video, rearrange the cases back to where they usually were. Because I have to take out 3 different cases to set up this studio for today. Gwen Stefani doesn't really have the powerful voice. Miranda Lambert could. But Gwen Stefani doesn't have a very breathy voice. 3-point conversion, no. Onside 4th and 12 play. I don't like that play. I don't like that play for the NFL. Because 1 pass interference call, that's all you need. It's too easy. Handoff goes up the middle to Hunter Lipke, the fullback. 3rd and 3 coming up. 4 down territory, obviously. Ball's at the 28-yard line. Here we go. How much I thought that was good. Frozen pizza? No, it's going to be frozen pancakes. That's what it's going to be. Breakfast for dinner. Yeah, John Wolford have to take it to the hospital. I'm not surprised. Hopefully he's okay. So that slant route is incomplete. 4th and 3. This is the ball game, folks. 3 yards to survive. 3 yards to survive. Worst graphics, Fox, or the comic book graphics for players look awful with NASCAR. Oh, for NASCAR it looks terrible. For the NFL, it's okay, but for NASCAR it just looks terrible. 4th and 3. The worst college score bug, the Bally one on the RSNs. Bridgewater running 50. It's timed out by the Seahawks. They will have 1 left. Look, it's a temporary thing. He's not going to keep 50. It's just they have no numbers available because there's so many guys on the roster. So I'm fine with it. It looked awkward, but look, it's not so awkward. I mean, John Hadle wore 21. I got used to that. Best score bugs for every network. NBC, Fox? No, 0609 was probably the worst. 2011 was the best for Fox. CBS, the best was 2009. ESPN, no, their bugging right now is not very good. It's very neon. I don't like it at all. Best bug for ESPN probably might be the one they had on Sunday Night Football back in the 2000s. And they never really had a great bug. And the NBC, I mean, they never really had a bad bug. I'd say 15 to 17 was probably the best. 4th and 3. CBS is usually pretty minor in terms of their graphic updates, so I don't see much changes there. Still here, but not commentating for Good Luck Go Cowboys. Good night. Thank you so much, Ethan. Here we go. 4th and 3. Greer, first read not there, second read not there. He's going to have to throw. He feels pressure, escapes the pocket. Now he has to get set. He's going to get sacked. He's getting sacked on the play. Down to the 47-yard line. A loss of 19 yards on the play. A disastrous sequence of events for Greer. And it is Tyreek Smith, the 5th-round pick from the 2022 draft from last year, second-year man. Loss of 19. Cowboys have 2 timeouts. We'll see if they just throw in the towel there. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line. A huge stop there. The first down play was to throw a quick error in the flat. It wasn't there. Greer, the second read wasn't there. And from that point, he just panicked. Eli Corso was good with his regular selections. Best side football intro. The one before they did they changed the song. So like 12 to 14, I think. Handoff once again goes to Thompson, who slides down. Smart play by Thompson, having the awareness to slide down, stay in bounds. 2nd and 7 coming up. That sack may be a return. I don't blame you. Look, Will Greer is I had high hopes for him coming out of college, knowing what he did to Florida. Turn out the lights. The party is over. Willie Nelson and Monday Night Football crew back in the 70s. Yep. Don Merritt said it best. 2nd and 7. So if the Cowboys use any of their timeouts, they're thrown in the towel. Seahawks are just taking a knee. We're getting out of here. And McCarthy will not use his timeouts. That is the ball game. Final score. Seahawks 22. Cowboys 14. Yeah, Rock and Roll Part 2 is not going to be used anymore for obvious reasons. As the team recovered its own onside kick, returning for a touchdown. Closest thing you're going to find is Jets-Bills. Because you can't really recover your own kick and return for a touchdown, but you can recover a kick in the end zone for a touchdown. Jets-Bills 2015? No, 2016. That's the closest thing you're going to find to that. Final score, Seahawks 22, Cowboys 14. 9 hours and 9 minutes. We're done. We are done. Holy cow. I need to rest my voice for a bit. So with that being said, in terms of what's coming up, tomorrow, if the game is happening, we are doing the Saints and the Chargers. If the Hurricane does not move the game, we are doing that game, Saints-Chargers. New video dropping at 9 a.m. Eastern, a broadcasting controversy from the 1960s. Hopefully you will stay with me for that one. This has been a fun stream. 9 hours of football. I do not have the energy to do the lasso. I don't have the energy. Unbelievable. All right. I'll see you guys in less than 24 hours for the Saints-Chargers game. We've done 5 preseason games this week. We're going to do 1 more. Thank you for all the generosity on this stream. For being there for all 9 hours, whether you were just on for 5 minutes or 9 hours, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. This has been a fun stream. And with that being said, this is GRGR9 signing off. Have a great rest of your night, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopping on at 6:50 Eastern if the game happens for Saints Chargers. Take care, everyone.